Ya shase free sabrea ya de dwumadi no be na wie ya na non kranbo. Ya sori so non kran ya de mfidie no happy sports team. No mo so mo the happy sports abrati for 94 live on Facebook, live on Happy 98.9 FM and live on our affiliates across the country. Mamika was able to ACP Victor Tando retired on all the road safety tidbit abrati for 94 live on the show this morning. You brought headlines in the newspapers. The Bokrata who don't know about Tojano. Ya the Muslim be an answer to fin some bema a tier 4 and a 4 and on the pay. The Abochi Akobremai, the SCC or my mo, I won't tell you. I will call Abefontin Tankasia, Quanqueniasia. They did him or honey, the people break tier 4 and for live on the show this morning. Yebiboshi akwabe funtin tankasi ane so and someone sent for creature go hono and no be near the bread for 94 said be hunu de ekoso e wo Ghana mamu e bibi mamu ani wiase afa na nyina. The Mamenka said there will be a dose of motivation this morning. There is sports and I no pay me ne editors na betena se ne ye din komo about fotosanfo kanoforiata ne budget yori koko tu dwa wukwada etwamu and someone egumu ni bi no many editors betena se na no pay ne didi hu enkomo wo so wo wadwenkyere bia betimi e de aba betu dwa Oko Facebook live stream comment section no a obetimi ni wanu disem no ato ho o de to amaken kan e de ama etiefo baby awo bia ba ma wache utie free na lerugu ama ma wache na no pay en kranfo mu tie na no pay ma ma wache mo pay man to mu tie na no pay ma ma wache mo atoye man tam mu tie na no pay ma ma wache asante man to mu ma ma wache mo amutie efretividu mantemu mamema mo ache ezanze na moso mo ne yeso mo ena no pan entini aba betena se na ye di o makronkron Ghana ho enkomo mema amutie enwum no kakra se de be betimi ede ahye hu kran na no pay onyame a ye wade wono obade a oboyen no wono ene onim ne ye no ye mane ma enti etibia bia ye won bia na no pay yemfa na asemfa ma okronkron obade nyankopon Osoro ni asase yefo Brazil ko ACP Victor Tando retired ho no the road safety tidbit na brechi for na no pay America was nya say the road safety tidbit na bremo keke ye de bremo said ye be ye betimi asua bibi na ye de djuma e wo bra ye nam akwan ahodo so ye kran hyen e wo mamu ye pese ye bre akwanhia ahodo a enam so mani padodo ewu no ye bre eno ase e wo mamu ntina da ne da nyina ye ne ACP Victor Tando retired edi enkomo na ACP abaidi yankon ho na yenye eye road safety tidbit no na yemfa emma etiefo eni ahwefo na eno pay ACP no pay ma yemo wache na yemo wakwa ba yasanhye na otwofo ase
Obodi mapa mugeti na ndibidi odobo yankosan chim onkos en so semo ete pa mugeti dian mapa atio antiche kobete dimedi cement 8 time ene the teacher for transfer I am boss Emma police Danquah ma tedemo alternative bene I'll do that thing. And I think Shaibu and Fati. But I think I don't know the two out. That's him. So I can't keep it for some effect. So for the Amia, so you had one man to touch the next of it. So you should make a big thing. That when they are the same idea from the other topic, and you get one of them great. I love it. Not the Malacos. Mentia, not a question, what cannot be cheaper. So I went down to Bema, the more can bring an account. But when I go to Polo, a showman, so make your own pay. I make coming around. And any area, no, I cannot but trust me. Get your money. I'm sure for a son of the again, Echo. And he nearly to a quite a content. And a basso. And since you any not very much do Kaimo. It's maybe a good time to picking up what that could share. Then see a number between a man and no approach. Now, a time, maybe I can't. Right. Maybe I sitting in check on someone and wants to be a bit the car. It's so kite in Tumunon and Tumu. When you don't stand couple of you, one figure of a harbor. The nature with my away. I send this year and think a group watching at you for watching. So go on more. Nowadays, that group is an executive. If you want in my car, I could bring me. Timaka, I could bring me. I did that. Na Dako, actually, Dako can hear you. And the Bako no one is no. No, baby, a Fati. Lincoln, against Walker. The way between the pastor and Soko. Careful process is taking of one battery. If you're in or you want to hand a car, can you? And get a name for that. I want to keep my car. And you oh my God. Yes, the Queen. That's that one again. Then you go on more into the chaplain. When you get a chaplain, Panyama, a dear, a kind pa. Any condition. You can't quite. Now, I think, as for this, I think, we are for the political, reality. On the Ekunafo, Abemu, on the Yanka, Abemu, on the Shia, and it's like one of it's not said. Can you which means and I kept that against him. I didn't care. When you hear Kanya overcall, but the Kanya general. Only friend. Now, we can say, a couple of then can see aircraft. That's like a Japan, or more anything and so on. Maybe something. Running quapo, and then left on the crab, and Rano, and son and my hope. Okay, you go to go. I go so that by us. Name on your console fountain there. And you're correct. And you're correct to cry. Timaka, I could do about us. Looking. Chance about cooking in the miracle. And you can't hear to man on the number and all this water to the hook. The crown of Papa. Or to my contract a chrono and a choir. And then go over to Aviatia. It's now too from. With making a confidential on your phone. I can one in young on careful. Oh, yeah, car, yeah. Of the game rather than and yet, of course, there's that second box. Like anything, man, that's how much you can take care of it. So, second was accepted. Anyway, then for her, and I'm not on this. All of yourself, not hear that small food, like and for that mistake. I don't care. But you must pay the so and then in our giving around. The animal at home and each. That's a man.
ACB anopay ma yena wase se wodi rosifted tidbit no abrey ene anopay wo dwumadi so nyankopod mo chena na ebinada so no ye besen hia bio
Yes, me the master. I mean, show you that.
nyankopod share ACP Victor Thunder retired and out say yene no twitwen komo wo the rosifted tidbit abre etiefo nyare for live on the show this morning e braso say ye ko ne kokfa do bokrata etifinse mahodo no ye de bre etiefo nyare for na ansa no ma menche eye bibi kakra ena no pay na yentoa so na emom go bibi kan before ansa na ye the dailies newspapers no emunsem na de be for any for na no pay it has to do with the way I conduct here ho e ba sporta obete na ye bubu obi stadium wasie na esanse ya hye wa wonto ho asie ntino ni abubu no ya bubu nkonya na ya toagu eno amenyante se ya kwa akobo eye max okunadu mebaho obi ba bechirim di ntia bofu akwafo etimi koche the head coach of Insuatreman FC ebu no ema ene ntie nya ne so mutamre ne kodu sabia no eno ye bechirim ene ya Fati ye bechirim because how would that make our football even interesting? Oh, advertiser be and as it was sponsor be and I say or dinisika ba be share sport num ama atumpon. Do you think that some of these things will attract them to come and put their monies in there? Say a show our own tiasie. Say a show.
Are there no petitions and all those things?
Oh, and no dear. And no yembusa
because I don't understand it. Say like what kind of backwardness
is
behavior? I don't know. What is that?
What is that?
And to know, so me funny say, a year be mubufu no mububu nkonya wo stadium near there no. Next time we no more coffee ball now better na. What is that? Oh, we need to grow up.
We indeed need to grow up, and in a lot of our facets of life, we need to grow up. We need to grow up a lot. Fati, my main choice. We tell and pay motivation for the morning. Failure, be failure. But how you respond or react to the failure, and then I'll talk about two ways man for reacting or responding to failure, and only a debate. But don't fear failure. Se wuye bibi na anye ye ensuro esa za light bulb a sisi America say wo da bi mu e wo fie wo di bi di djuma e wo adwumam ba bia nam bi opanyina what is a light bulb no bae Thomas Edison few hours to timer or benya the breakthrough with the invention. No, I failed it 3,000 times. My means I intimate few hours and sound open the breakthrough. No, I failed it 3,000 times. What trials obey invented light bulb? No, I failed it 3,000 times. Also, you be na bambibu. Or you be na bambibu. What? Adia ba kwa peso yene say, do not fear failure. Do not fear failure. The moment you begin to fear failure, you start giving excuses. You start rationalizing your attitude. Say, oh, listen, failure is just a dress rehearsal for success. For in failure, you learn your lessons, what to do and what not to do, the approach to use and which approach not to use. and you're able to bounce back better. Don't be afraid of failure. Fail as many as you can. I am a man for because and this one I picked it from Herbert Harris, the book 12 Universal Laws of Success. Or say, anyone who has not failed at anything has probably never succeeded at anything. If you've never failed at anything, it means you've never succeeded at anything. Don't fear failure. Good morning. Yenshe Asie. Na my men fan check kesi fan koma yahwe form hwe o Facebook Emmanuel Awule Michael Adote Junis Kweku Tonye Bertrand Ade Kraku Kafui Joseph Amwa Belavagin Piaga Kojo Asempa Furniture Works Kojo Asempa anopay my men fa entia enkomamo na Papa Fati Shaibu-Ali the birthday queen birthday ni yenwe yegusu jinem na ene one prince obiba Poakwa omontade o mahye no ase omo hye ho.
Oh please obishantuma
but make colors no you dey nyanto boase na colors no.
Know your colors.
I don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it.
Know your colors, baby
okay.
Girl.
All right, you Mati. Fatima mo akwaba.
Happy FM.
Prince obiba Poakwa mo akwaba.
Obia o birthday mama obibia open Sunday a minimum senka enre wa ye bintin kane waba. Enuma ye sere.
There is a an opportunity say there.
Era
okay Matias.
Sa then aba.
There be any no ye chiri.
Sa ye sorry na abeka che.
Yes sorry amebo mo
say last week me catch us say ya kai me. Na men can be about the Ramadans. And chile one kai me.
Yango ponduma ye pon we no.
One kai me.
Ye pon we no.
Me sorry ya na me kai sa asem.
Sem man kai o.
Na me anso na nura mpo se me ba office. Ti me si me dru fi a me from. But asem bi aba ehu pa.
Asem be na ba. Boso.
Ti yenka na nkrofo nte se.
Boso.
Head of sports odi asempa kwa me ware.
Ni phone.
Ya hijack ni phone. Ti me pa cho mensen ni bibia enkosa na.
Me pa cho mami santimu bio. Head of sports. Happy 90.9 FM.
Yes.
Ofa odi asempa kwa me ware.
Odi abreme.
Dia ni phone ya hake ena onyana wa hake no send messages to all of the contacts on my phone so say wo Jessica misre of odi asempa emma mesro say for bibi mano into obi biara obehu so odi of odi asempa number asendo message say o pisika e de afuru hon misre wa
ana memo number no so
antipacho bo number no so na
number ne wa ha number ne wa antima memo so 0243 126579 0243 126579
and number no Mr. Moa say obi sa number no send you message say o pisika anase first kama no or dada my me fan chan fan konkoma Evelyn Kera and Opoku Buadi they are watching us live on Facebook. Yen shas yen fa do bokra 30 finsem no yen fa bi emreti fo ne fo Papa Fati Shaibu-Ali waye krado dia na tese the chronicle do bokra tane ne shas yen na no pay ye shas ya na ye de nyankopon asem ena no pay ye de shas Papa Fati Shaibu so system pa chen god am.
Proverbs 28:13. Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Proverbs 28:13. Whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy.
Na chese eye mebusem na ye ko mebusem ampacho eye eti aduonu nwotwe ne nyiyimu edu miensa na wokwa ensem a ewo ho no eno eni na mede bi ka wotwi mu na mede ama eti ada no se Fati ye o kan brofo we ya me kan twi no bi send me message say na the school na me ko eni me twi na me kokosua ya
see akromuse weather na was so ucheche mu wotwi mu
say weather na ya me tretiri mu
be interview bro fu mu a
eno so I was me tretiri mu wotwi mu
newspaper headlines, you know.
I was saying we take it with trim.
Okay.
Headlines no Fati and no Fanti. And they are all copy MPDS.
Yes, of course. Now there was all in the Fanti. Honorable.
The Cape Coast
South constituency.
Cape Coast South for next week Saturday. Mama will put more ho. No way. Now I bet you business because
me be great.
Obviously, I never catch a Ricket Hagan Pepe.
Something more in it.
My bush on Shaggy Banza.
Happy FM.
It's a lovely morning. What's wrong with
the Shaggy Banza?
Happy FM.
And yeah, we keep taking. We might charge you here now. We are coming for you.
We keep taking. Good morning, going out to you. I am in your gozo. And I'm afraid to be before.
And the Jai Massa.
We're going to take it.
Declare your stance.
I mean, declare your stance.
Either you are for us or you are against us.
Maybe some eti edum atwini mu edumien so de okata ne bone anase ne mra to so no onye prom na nea oka
na ojai no obehu ne mobo
na nea oka na ojai no
obehu ne mobo
enti we ene twerkronkron a yede ehye dwumadi na se ena no pay Proverbs chapter 28 verse 13 mebusem etire aduonu wotwe nyi mu edu miensa eno ene yede bron fatin pacho. The Chronicle of Bokrata and Infantoaso.
Banner headline of pay as a parliament has failed to withstand executive power, says worried Bagman, cite e-levy approval of ministers to buttress point. Saso and other stories, Albania has say Atacha chastises those thwarting electrochem salt operation in Adan. STEM producing critical thinkers among SHS students. Saso NIE begins process to employ 20,000 artisans in the next 2 years. And no ewo honum. Mahama promises to grow cashew industry. Akufo-Addo urges citizens to support Ghana's energy transition plan. And also ewo hanum. Saso and other stories. Albenyasi U.S. ambassador breaks ground for construction of maternal child Health Center in Kumasi. One child groundbreaker donates leading materials to 198 Tetrafood Technical Institute of Institute students. We stories are over a year. Black Star. Yeah, simple. Black Star.
Black Star.
Black Star starts down in Comoros for showdown.
And no, Bruni, psychologically, yeah, kind of the recency effect.
Yes.
The moment you see it and you capture it, there is a possibility for you to mention it. Yeah, twice when you have Ghanaian times. Also, Black Stars that drew.
Omu Comoros. Omu Morun. Ewo Comoros. Ochina big game. Ebebaso ewo ho.
Amojidi ebetimi edinkunim.
Si edinkunim.
Ewo si edi ana si ebetimi.
Si edinkunim.
Okay. Now come on, nyom na mo ko share the other team no 4-3.
No, so mo tena fie. Omo bo back to back home matches.
Okay.
What it means is that the second other round to us most authoritative newspaper and anopay Monday, November 20, 2023 Ghana needs $150 billion for energy transition strategy in the next 40 years. President Akufo-Addo ena eka sa asemwe osi Ghana needs $550 billion energy transition strategy in the next 40 years. President Akufo-Addo story we ewo page 11 ena obehu ewo Ghanaian Times in FPA president Nimfonia ewo ho a waboni chichi kama eno de sa ensem we tudwa ye target to employ 20,000 artisans as it open portal for registration. And also obehu sa story no ewo page 13 of the Ghanaian Times ene anopay we have not managed our economy well, Catholic Bishop Conference declares. And also obehu ewo page 11 sanso and ensembia ewaha small scale miners urge to embrace go catcher technology to avoid environmental pollution. And also page 13 of the Ghanaian Times, page 4, salt industry can be economic game changer, parliamentary committee observes. And also and somewhere ubehu Ghanaian Times and anopay page 3 of the Ghanaian Times, miner get 20 years for pouring acid on former girlfriend. And some humbe no kwajo.
Or the accident akwakugu.
The former girlfriend
on worry no.
There be 62-year-old man kwajo. Onya akola kuma.
Interesting.
62-year-old.
The girlfriend
in fear do you
the former girlfriend a friend Victoria Salamatu Safia
on wedding visa
35 Ewo Pristia in the western region
62 years aduosiam yenu akọ pension awie.
John Tando,
interesting,
also known as Kujo Ejaguma.
Happy FM.
Yamana he
20 years.
Okay. Yeah, to us.
62 years old.
Aduosiam yenu. In fear aduosiam yenu.
We are Benjuma wa call retirement. We ena wudi me
akwaji obi ba obi akodu nkia.
So now 62 years we
are for my girlfriend.
Emema mabanso mo hu
62 years. To us way.
Amene when you 20 years enti obeba no when you 82 years.
Obenya be 80 and 79.
AG files fresh charges against Nam1 at High Court. And also and some page 3 sanso and a 2.38 million euro financial loss case. A High Court delivers judgment February next year. And no a minority leader a hon sensem ni case no hon sensem and a year king 2024 budget approval. Listen to the voice of your people. Speaker urges MPs and also and someone current economic conditions demand collective attention to turn things around. And no ex-president Mahama and Odessa in some way and so Atuja. Kojo oko the back page of the Ghanaian Times Kotoko Karela record wins. Black princesses edge Eswatini. Sanso and other stories Blasters will build momentum for upcoming matches. And no head coach Chris Hutton 10th Goldfields PGA Championship to start November 29th. And also someone offer Ghanaian Times and now no payer Obenyabi na working kind.
Who's a golf tournament? Goldfields golf tournament. No, who's a Fati Dibe 15 no. Yenya sikana vieno.
Oh, there be and the shas entem kojo. And the shas.
Say by this time they are busy. I no praise intimi nkonya kwako.
We see betimi abone nyumre.
Nyumre no say yet wo ye planning.
Weekends so betimi akọ.
Weekends zo yakọ yi.
Enti bwana ompese obebo. Bwana ompese obebo. Eno Ghanaian Times ena no pay.
Yeah, for daily graphic the Democrat and munsem de bien famre tie phone for me entia senior slide coach Afrane Steven Ajikum Jr. Omunyina here live on Facebook. Mama fanchi akesi emfa nkoma mu yedam wase. Se da ne da nyina mudi akire. Daily graphic the Democrat anu na no pay. And someone emu ebieni support proposed measures in budget. Finance Minister tells parliamentarians leadership failure Ghana's Bain and Hassan and Danny Frankadu Jr. And omudi sasem we atu edwa. Other stories near YEA enrolls 20,000 artisans for training. Graphic business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting tomorrow. NCA wins 2 awards at Africa Digital Economy Awards. Other stories are Ubura Dobokra Terminano Paya. Ubitimi hu na wakenkan ebi eni inside Africa. We are concedes defeat, congratulates Boakai. That's the Liberian president. George Weah has called his challenger in the presidential race, Joseph Boakai, to congratulate him on his victory. Global Outlook G20-led summit for Africa highlights renewed interest. Letters. Greater Accra Regional Minister, please help me access my plot. Page number 10 of the Daily Graphic, Double Cratan and Anopay. When you go to page number 18, dedicated to politics, or say next NDC government will invest in agriculture, agro-processing. Mampanida da John Dramani Mahama, and on this same we are to a 2024 general election. Put Ghana first. Catholic bishops urges politicians. And page number 20 of the Daily Graphic, Double Cratan and Anopay. Petroleum Commission's local content conference begins tomorrow. Sanso and Bongo Traditional Council envisions Watch Fund move to bridge gap in watch infrastructure. Robust action needed to fight terrorism. Page number 69 of the Daily Graphic, Double Crata and Sansa Nubitmi Ehunubi Akenkan Oko a business section. No, page number 76. Also, firms cautioned on wrong use of artificial intelligence, and people have raised concerns about the possible impact of artificial intelligence in the next 5-10 years. Obviously, it will help, but there are also concerns from people within the industry. See, I'm near the aspect of Boni Edebeba no ebedos watching Papa a bit to me Ediabano. So we need to ensure that there is a delicate balance between the good and bad of artificial intelligence in our world. Upo as we speak now. That is the order of the day. And there is a research that is projecting say in the next 5 years there are entities and asset companies and asset organizations that will adopt artificial intelligence. Now, it will surprise you to note say those companies or maybe adopt artificial intelligence, most of them are not technologically inclined companies. Not just a minimum companies getting and be adopting AI. Inti was a chance here. Na yefe kwan beti me dia Fati yemfa
the aka entwaso. Ghanaian publisher na ede twaso. Mahama is a threat to Ghana's progress in Team Fojo. In a Kasasem way. To enroll 20,000 artisans, Speaker tells MPs to be more honorable. Akufo-Addo rallies support for Ghana's energy transition plan. Other stories are Ubenya Ewo paper no as 2024 budget in Kunim speech. Upeso a year the full text na ofa a year paper na Ubenya bi akai. Saso and other stories are Ubenya Ewo paper no say ADR invaluable assets in building the pillars of social justice. Chief Justice Ena Eka legislation on mining in forest reserves not in public interest. Botanist B Ena Eka friend Professor Alfred Apau Oting Yabua. We stories are offer a year the Ghanaian publisher no paya Ubenya bi akai.
Se offer the informer ene anopeya kojo stories bebre ene wo animu pa nti mebobo boso kama na yatoaso na de edikan kra no tackling youth unemployment year trains 20,000 artisans eno obehu sa story we ewo p3 of the informer ena anopeya nchia the editor and the kankam ena anopeyi energy transition plan Akufo-Addo rally support and also page 4 of the informer. Now, Oko page 4 hona Neil Lante accuses NDC of not shielding him as MP and also and Semwa yes Neil Lante Vanderpoy and all cancer and Semwe na commentary numuno and Neil Lante Eddie Abase Neil Lante's Vanderpoy self-inflicted frustrations and also and Semwa the Diaba NDC organizer stokes religious fire, calls clergy visit to Baumia hypocritical, and also Obehu as a story with Petrea Joseph Yami Edaho Sanso and a Catholic Bishop Conference a call Sra His Excellency the Vice President, Omonso Infoni Ewoho Kuku Aindoho eulogizes via for flying high flag of supreme interest of Liberia and also krata kuku abone kama or de to be Emma Ora George Weah wa concede defeat ama ne opponent elections course so Liberia no na Ochiame on the beat. The real religious prostitute goes into hiding after drowning in faces and also somewhere asem
Ochiame on the beat
obi anim de Ochiame ema no enti yenka eho asem biem kra ho na ensem nso ebi ka ho no and it says stop engaging in politics of religion and no Catholic Bishop Conference and aka say asem we sanso aggrieve men's good customers caution AG over disbursement of NAM1's 2.5 million Ghana cedis and also ewaha politicians are benefiting from illegal mining and no Kenneth Ashigbe enade and some way about Ghana expect to reach debt relief deal to unlock IMF 600 million a year in the coming weeks and also finance minister enade sa and some way aba kwajuti asem is there enough market to run a 24-hour economy? Joe Jackson and Obusasa and some way is there enough market to run a 24-hour economy? Joe Jackson and Kansa Parliament approves $800 million loan for a year cocoa board and also a someone offer informer and anopeya obehu kujuma memo we swear na memfimi we article bia obi atro forward ever backward never if not Baumia then Ekuadonko but not Mahama asem we na obi atro K bedu na watro sa asem we ya makes interesting reading as why informer na publish no eno na eyeme nwanwa kakra but we ewo the informer mu ene anopay
yanto so name for the find the double crata no emun sem be informative about the question on whether we have a year the necessary market for to run 24-hour economy. I think so when we intend to do that, we need to create the necessary infrastructure.
Okay.
The necessary infrastructure. A bit me supported the 24-hour economy in some of the sectors. That's what we may need to do. Since we have not adopted it, we may ask these questions.
I understand why some people are opposing the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it. Me, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
There are people who are nocturnal.
Yeah.
There are people who will thrive in the night.
Yes.
And if those people have the chance of a 24-hour economy, where those who are not able to spend their nights working would want to go to bed, those people can then take over and work. And it is not like they are saying, say, obey you from Anapa to see the next day. No. And I think it will help a lot. If you know, say, at the chrono, when because you had to go to work, your day job, and you ran now upon, you are sure to say, there is somebody there, or no, you can do it. So it's not such a bad idea. However, Ghana assume too much. Well, I think that's a good call. Ghana assume too much, and it's quite worrying when you're on our street, major street. So you ask, say, those municipal chief executives, mayors, and all of that. Wamone a year Roads and Highways Authority, and as the Department of Urban Roads, it didn't come up with regards to acquiring before bit me high about acquiring what was one. Do we do that? Do we?
Yeah, yes, and also now your transportation system no so no.
Yeah, improving no.
Minimum say me be jina car be bana from yesimi.
Exactly.
Na eno mama ye late for me.
So that's what I'm saying is that it means that we need to build the necessary infrastructure. So we need to identify areas where we can build those infrastructure. Say there be a bit me supporting a 24/7 economy. It's critical. And you say you be kan no an like gidi atum. At the end was here what pillars and a be running on. We cannot just get up because by 12 p.m. drivers in Yajuma. By 12 p.m., drivers in Yejuma. You go to some fuel filling stations.
12 a.m.
12 a.m. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. 12 a.m. Yejuma.
Yes.
Maame no ton aduane ewo kwan ne ho no. Abroso a 12 a.m. Wapon was Sunday nema. So I have
no crown places baby.
Baby.
La Paz.
Exactly. And I because say be on over 24/7 because daddy den na nipa e twam wo ho. What you say? So it's not just we're making the argument all right, but as Omai, if indeed is something that is feasible for us to do, we need to ask the necessary questions. What infrastructure will support the 24/7 economy? Because if you're building a 24-hour economy, it's not just in the urban centers.
Of course.
It's not just in urban centers. And the differentials between the urban center and the rural areas, we need to also take that into consideration. And so demo, what will we need to do in the rural area? Because we cannot build an economy where we just have just a core section per contributing majority of whatever it is to productivity. The rural areas must also be part. So how are we factoring in all of these? Said a 24-hour economy with me INE. Yes, be a obaba urban centers na be fuel station 24/7, but we do rural area no not the fuel station no enya dia juma. There should be automation throughout. What you say? That will also help. Until nipa do hokra no be anywhere on him say since the system that is working there is automated. Obetimi akwa akoye na juma, obeye na ade pa, owi anu ayeden. Oko. All of these things. Enye ye kan track Mummy to was yen doso nsem no mu. Mame for find the obo krata no. Tifi sem ni bi me bonnet total. NPA GSA reduce management manganese rather. NPA GSA reduce manganese in petrol in response to consumer complaints. Access Bank Ghana wins SME friendly bank of the year. EcoBank AGF signed $200 million deal to boost SME lending. Good news for small and medium-sized enterprises in this country. Sege Field Probe Mines and Energy Committee engages Electrochem and YA to upskill 20,000 youth, provide startup tools. We stories are offer the final double kratano and anopaya bitmihu na wakenka omo.
Today newspaper. Black Shield and the Minister of Finance again. Hanum. Teacher licensure exams needless. Former President John Dramani Mahama and Eka. Theresa Kufuor's final funeral rite held in Kumasi. Joseph Boakai wins Liberia's presidential runoff election. Hanum. Other stories Albania paper nemu essay. 2024 election. EIU Fitch Solutions predict victory for Mahama. Hanum. So, and 100 leave Gaza Al-Shifa Hospital as many feared killed at UN shelter. BOG exposes 8 unapproved money transfer organizations. Financial analysts cast doubt pork eaters pay more.
Fati,
that's prices
that Bank of Ghana
up from December 1.
Pacho aya ne abubudi no e de ama eyetifo mutien se de be bitimi abo me bia na ebi no montie. Those money transfer entities na bank. Yeah, yembo mudin.
Lemfi. Wise. Transfer go. Me who say Exum say a Zoom, a PayPal service, Send Value, Boss Revolution, BTC Aza Finance, and Supersonics. Lemfi, Wise, Transfer Go, Zoom, a PayPal service, Send Value, Boss Revolution, BTC Aza Finance, Supersonics.
Pacho, these companies are OTA. A Bank of Ghana say, untiminium nijuma. So moye money transfers. Anya dia betiminium edijuma. Ntimisreo zenei unium dijuma. Tinton time. Opukum fanunkun.
Essence yenyi omuntu.
Dabi yenyi omuntu.
Ghana nyintu du sika koho. Odi dijuma bia na hopokemu a. Emesu nchire obi
no obetio. Because idi kan edi ase wase ye bok ko se de be ya obekai se enya de abetumi ni omu edi djuma Bank of Ghana emma omo nkrata bia se djumadi omu di no omuni
masumu ye moda bibia mo beti bia mo bedi sui ya ka kire wo e wo happy eduru ho a ye beka se ye kan wa ha yo Bank of Ghana kra beka se yansomo mo enso mo ye ma yen
Other stories. Financial analysts cast doubt on Mohammed's 24-hour economic promise. Pork eaters to pay more as prices to go up from December 1.
What's it then?
You will pay more.
More. Mo pepo kododo.
And no kwayemba ne to say take it.
Take it kra. Come pepa.
Yemba.
Hey, obi akono de pa na manfo yeze.
Enso bi ba me fie ho menti ase. Enso bi ba me fie.
Revoke president's power to grant mining rights to CSOs to parliament. Police run to court to stop demo in December. Ghana fails minimum international benchmark for financing education. EduWatch and ECA Parliament okays $800 million loan for Cocoa Board. NPP supports CATH project. Parliament meets management of Electrochem over Sege feud. We air stories are benya a war today.
Sir Ofa the Inquisitor Kojo after MPP flag bearer race. Team Ken in Anansi agenda. Eno ewo pages 3 and 4. And I'll be who sa story.
Team Ken in what? Anansi agenda.
Anansi agenda.
Okay.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia NFA Ken ohene e Japan na oja ba ko de nsatol ba ko komu a omo sere kama ewo ho afensu ye opens portal to employ 20,000 artisans and also obehu CEO of YEA eno eye Kofi
ba
Japan
Kofi Kofi anopai ye de nchakese na ye de kwama because we no ye pinchiremu kakra
yes
enti
se ye nyina ye artisans enti ye pinchiremu
kakra na ye bitimi ajoin ya
na ya se bibia
we artisan na oye de
me yenkonya ovio
me artisan wa bana me face ni ma enti ora Kofi Japan who say ban ka ho a na ebiri nkrofo ani so enti ye Kofi Japan na say ya pe no de ban na she mpacho ye Kofi Japan obi ani mu no
a chief executive officer of youth employment agency
enti Kofi me pacho ye hien chirimu esanse me artisan me pese me kopotane so na makwa register bi de me kan Kojo Sefah Danquah na ti ase na ye to aso dia intim fojo dirtied over useless attack on Mahama and John intim fojo ne ho akire ne pa uko social media Kojo social media hawks no omo tiegu ne so tese kwa ye brintu omo mpino ano omo tiegu ne so omo bo ne papa ewo ho eno nso eye nsemu ewo ha obinfu su picks number 1 sport for Adenta MPP primaries and also stories ewo ho a ye de maw na bibia akoso Ghana has retrogressed under Akufo-Addo eno John Mahama ena oka ensem wei UGMC performs first ever off pump heart surgery and also ade akojo papa aggrieved men's gold customers caution AG over disbursement of Namwan's 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Sam George, advocate for family values, defend the distinction between sex and gender at UN summit. Bold comment. And Sam George.
I watched and listened carefully to it yesterday.
Yes.
Nah, what cancer?
Akukudrudi papa. The aka na so akukudru de opepa the aka say if you be ase mensa wom
Sam George na premier
yenchia na no pay
so
obone de obo bi papa gender advocate calls for laws to safeguard interests of females to prevent numerous sexual abuses obema bi o abuse obebia onye bema odini ye hwebe
goes na o se won ye do to prisons
go mochi na bibia ekoso hard labor me hu story bi Kojo e ha me pese me de ebema making timeless abon healed me eno Davido na o kasa asem no o se okwan a ne ba ifan efa so efiri mu no ehye ne yie papa na mmom ɔyɛ sɛ ɔno ankasa ɔbɛtwerɛ ne timeless abɔ no ayɛ ho adwuma ɔsi ɔfeme most of ɛyɛ enwumo no ɛwɔ no ani fie baabi a no ne yere te akɔla no efiri mu no saa ɔkɔtu saa process no ɛboa no Emma no ehili ye papa we ɛyɛ the inquisitor ene anɔpɛ.
Happy 98.9 FM now so good so your morning companion happy morning show. Good morning to Game Boy GH Joshua Noft and anɔpɛ ma memfa enchi amfa nkoma mo abna ensu nyame ye awoti Africa so and anɔpɛ ma enchi aw daily analyst Toto Yanko ahead of 2024 elections Mahama to abolish licensure exams. Safety of journalists in Ghana, June 4 makes bold statement at Addis Ababa confab. Shun politics of religion. Catholic bishops advises politicians. Former GJA secretary elected Tain president. National Defense University to begin early next year. We a story sir. Offer daily analyst the Bokrata and Nano between working count.
The custodian ye opens portal to employ 20,000 artisans. Massive welcome for Baumia in Kumasi. Mangoa's letter vindicates West Blue. Says contract payment was fixed percentage CIF of all import. Saso and MPA GSA review standards for gasoline. Bono region deserves Mahama's running mate. Sunyain Queen Mother and Ekasa Semwe. Other stories are ube to me. Enya ewo eye. Paper no anopay essay. A strong media culture promotes peace and stability. Politicians are profiting from illegal mining. Kenneth Ashibi and Air Kasa so and other stories. So Benya paper no you are killing the entertainment industry with alcohol ban. Annual slums FDA. Pastor Joe Bichem to stage yonder concert in December. Other stories that has Uganda's divided house as opposition threatens paralysis. World Cup 2026 qualifiers. Sadio Mane marks 100th cap for Senegal with a double. We your stories Albania a war custodian newspaper.
And 10 temwa so the anchor newspaper and now no pay police pull breaks on Xmas demo rebels in court. Seek injunction against 3 rival groups targeting Jubilee House. Until the Ura Dampare, Kanyana is Christmas, the movie masu yebedi Christmas, kama na bibia akoso, and also enono. Deputy NLA boss attends International Gaming Conference. Ye Remo Waha and Castoriwe, the Nibeje ye papa Mohammed's 24-hour economy, not new MPP and Diaba na communications director Edema, the ruling New Patriotic Party Richard Anyagba. Ewo front page of the Anchor newspaper. Other story Ewaha Ebi Geological Survey Authority launches 110th anniversary. Minister calls for a campaign on earthquake. And no Eyen Semwa offer the Anchor newspaper Ubehubi Ewoho.
Yantoso na yemfa the Republic Press the Bokrata no ene the Bokrata twato de bread here for for na no pay ewo jumadi ni so men's gold clients run to AG over NAM1's 2.5 million Ghana cedis and no ewo na the aggrieved customers womo the central phone krata anase press statement about betuja womo echirimu se enuhu kwan se sika Ura NAM1 na apia mensa edi abano the AG eche na womo enye the authenticity of the lister Ura apia mensa edi kan sika no ho edi ma AG se onhwe na wonche sika no emfa ema womo no mo se nianka AG ekan ese esanse yeye asem no mu nhwehwemu nti womo mfa sika no nto onye nhwehwemu no nwie no eno ena nkompese ebia AG ebitumi ayo nti we ene nsem efa eye men's good sika Ura na apia mensa edi koma AG say omodian on fampete and from a manfo no womu adwenkyere wo hono no Mahama sparks debate with promise to cancel teacher licensure exam and no ewo politicians benefit from Galamsey Kenneth Ashigbe alleges page number 10 Republic Press the Bokrata no obetumi hunu sansem no bi ewo General Mosquito sets tone for 2024 campaign rejects religious considerations breaking ground YA portal opens door to 20,000 youth. Catholic bishops lament harsh economic conditions. We any stories are ofa a year the Republic President Bokrata no na no pay a obetimi ehu na wakenkan ewo mu yemohwi na yenkwa abefuntintan kase ne so na yemfa ensemo ansentwerefo akruchi agu no bi nso yemfa mratifo ene arefo ene anopai yenshase emfa free happyghana.com happyghana.com and pay stories at happyghana.com abetimi hu no wakenkan ne bi ne tie na EIU and Fitch Solutions predict John Mahama victory in 2024 Ghanaian presidential elections. Baumia should use the right means if he wants to use my song, Kwame Yogurt, and what is asking we are to Ija Ashanti region. Jurors call off strike after meeting with Chief Justice and no 2024 budget. I am very much disappointed at the late arrival of Ken Ofori-Atta only to present a bogus budget. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklu, a founding member of the New Patriotic Party, one of this same way Atu Eja, minority skeptical about government's new assurance on La General Hospital. Bank of Ghana issues warning against 8 unapproved money transfer organizations. Yedikan aboboso ediama etiefo ni arefo mesremo mo emfa asem we serious ye mane nkoye se ye ka kire mo tufontie ni onwomati kopo ye ka kire mo se de be yam betimi ehunu na mo ne saa enyumaku no enni ejuma we ni nsem a happyghana.com ena no pay betimi ehunu akenkan ho.
If you want to my call Google News, Mahama remains biggest threat to Ghana's progress, Education Minister. Saso and Weber Deputy Education Minister. Across down spillage, the men are spying our nakedness, female victims lament. Don't lose hope in Ghana. You have opportunity in 2024. Mahama to Ghanaians. Saso and other stories. Albinyawaha essay. Ghana wins Jollof Wars at Canex in Cairo. The health projects that brought ex-US First Lady Rosalind Carter to Ghana, Saso and other stories. A leadership failure, Ghana's bane, Alhaji Andani Frank Edu Jr. Omo and Omo Kasasemwe.
Say offer the BBC kwajo ene anopeya.
Of see I went to BBC.
This is not do BBC.
Hey,
and they offer a plane and now
man can you
cry. City the moment fancy Evan come Emmanuel Emawuli Gichiadum Emmanuel Emawuli say he's watching us live with Sarah Afia from Poma. Now Sarah Afia from Poma since last week. And on because because Nanka Emmanuel Awuli Unkwa na ashe. Say the only Sarah Fia from Poma na debia fitting last week ton na monhwe ni ye. Some monhwe nteno na make an say monhwe ni ye. But you go city ana.
Yes. Yeko city newsroom anopeya Mahama Ayarega sues finance minister over Ghana Financial Stability Fund and also nsemo a ewo oye MP for eye boko eno odesa nsem we aba. ICU Ghana welcomes government decision to recapitalize NIB. Okay, aban say enye so mo ton ba o mo pese o mo recapitalize NIB and also nsemo a ewo ho bi fans of Poakwa Tano allegedly attack Masuo Kunedu, beat him to pop and also nsemo a ewo ho okwan o mo afa so abo Masuo Kunedu no me nwanwa ye papa. Don't lose hope in Ghana. You have opportunity in 2024 Mahama to Ghanaians and so nsemo a wo ha ye de bi ma mind 24-hour economy can tackle youth unemployment dangerous migration Mahama aggrieved men's good customers caution AG over disbursement of NAM1 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Ghana has retrogressed under Akufo-Addo government. John Mahama and Odiaba stop engaging in politics of religion. Catholic Bishop Conference. We a city.
I know your idea. Patch of Fachem Semichon. I know your idea was say we should discourage people from. politics of religion. We should. You see, we've enjoyed a relative peace over a period of time, for a very long time, and people really envy our religious tolerance as a state. And we must first and foremost underscore the fact that Fati, the country is a secular state.
Of course.
Ghana is a secular state. It is not a religious state. First and foremost, that's what the Constitution tells us. I see no reason why people have rights. The Constitution has given people rights to join whichever association that they would want to join. General ban sene kokoba mo ane yesi obi kramoni wako asori fi na den kike ka ho. If people who are claiming to be professors of a religion, please keep your professorship. Let us concentrate on the competency of the people who will be leading us. CNN.com.
Koi.
What CNN we are now finna obeka.
And CNN me bon tell near. What CNN saw at the tunnel shaft near Al-Shifa Hospital, the discovery might offer the most compelling evidence of a possible network of tunnels, but does not establish that there is a Hamas command center. 31 babies evacuated from Al-Shifa Hospital, but many in critical condition. Negotiators near deal to release of dozens of hostages held in Gaza. Sources been at this same way at Twitter. Other stories near former First Lady Rosalind Carter has died. And no a story at CNN.com a bit me how OpenAI so royally screwed up. There's some old man firing. To us, you are all slaves. Dozens of witnesses allege the RSF in enslaving men and women in Sudan. Where your stories are CNN.com.
Reuters News. North Korea criticizes potential sale of U.S. missiles to Japan, South Korea. G20-led summit for Africa highlights renewed interest in fast-growing continent. Australian Stock Exchange picks India's TCS to rebuild software after easier flop. Westpac to raise $488 million in addition to Tier 1 capital. Oil extends gains as OPEC Plus to more deeper cut. Onana out of Cameroon's World Cup qualifier. Sasso and Sam Altman will not return as CEO of OpenAI. The information. Sasso and lackluster Nigeria held by Zimbabwe in World Cup qualifiers. Argentine libertarian Milei pledges new political era after election win.
Milei winning. TikTok sensation.
Yes.
Stories. Ubenya.
There is a new trend, Fati.
What trend?
Oh, Reuters.
Yes.
The BBC.
BBC Yanko.
Israel says tunnel fund under Gaza hospital as hostage deal hopes grow. And also and someone will be home BBC.com and now pay right winger Meli wins Argentinian presidential poll. And also former US First Lady Rosalind Carter dies age 96. Australia stand Indian to win 6 World Cup and no cricket. Why you age slower on a plane, and also a feature article be oko bbc.com obenya bi akenkan ewo ho. Israel says CCTV shows hostages at Gaza hospital. OpenAI boss back at HQ amid reports of return. Sanso ena oko Europa kujo the Russians fighting for Ukrainian passport and also and somewhere oko BBC Sports Scotland head for Euros after 6 goals trailer and any kapa Scotland any Norway and dia bunny 6 goals any PM 3-3 and as a game no and the Cummins delivers again to join Australia's greatest and no cricket mu na kwajo news we enya dia Obejeno there also Gavi suffers serious knee injury in Spain's win ɛno ɛyɛ Barcelona midfielder Gavi
Omni Jordan boy
Omni Jordan and a boy and a branty Georgia and Omni boy and no and a branty ni injury be a unya no and penny force a hupa way a bbc.com. Happy
98.9 FM now so in Jimmy and happy morning show number 22 at Genulo Street Asylum down Accra Hana Tienka free Oko activity man Temwa Nisim 100.1 FM or Tamale Nisim 95.9 FM Ewo Bogatanga e brasso say a day said he remove and such a yensem a beye enano paino yen family for live on the show this morning your duty forecaster Bernard Edu and ano pay chow or Ghana Meteorological Agency na Bernard Edu some country for say enano paino if you be kusu kakra ewo omei afana pi na ye hwe mu se kopem awian betimi ayi ni 3 na wabo kakra na emum ye hwe se ye ko ye atifi fam dia na anopai osho ebebo kakra na woko mia bi etise mia mepo ahodo wo mia eye enkwaya ahodo wo no a na je na anopai dia woko pi ho a yade a ebo asisi kakra anase obekọ no na nsuo kakra apetipeti wo ho se de wembe ye hye anase wembe ye nyunu enano pay ejina between 23 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius na trese woko women miamia hodo no ebemben epono a na je enano pay ni de ewiembe nyun kakra bejina between 24 degrees Celsius oko emfimfini famu a ebejina be 25 degrees Celsius anso na woko etifin famu a eno so bejina be 23 degrees Celsius ewiano se de wiembe hye anase wiembe nyunu no ejina between 30 and 38 degrees Celsius 38 degrees Celsius eno mia bi etise na Lerugu Bogatanga Damango Bole Tamale Yandi ewiembe hye ewo ho sanso na woko enwumre no a se de wiembe hye anase bi nyunu no ejina between 26 degrees Celsius and 29 degrees Celsius se de wiemu ensatraye etie from the Ghana Meteorological Agency eno na mede atodwane braso se yekonye kofa trends and somewhat edi him ewo abefo ntintan kese kwankwa anuase no Rapper Fati Shaibu-Ali I crado say what day ebre yentwe huto ba e de bebreti fo eni aifo
a bank that supports you, a bank that cares for you, hand in hand we stand with you, so lift your head up, big dreams are waiting, we'll walk with you wherever you go, where all your dreams come alive. CBG will make you smile. We will rise with you. Your business will flourish. Your name will stand out. Solidated Bank, CBG. We stand with you. So the essence of my praise is
Rapper Fati Shaibu-Ali I crowd me mama kwaba bio and some family happy morning show no so na pair bros the social media trends celebrate for any area for Fati
Sefah Danquah
Fati
Danquah Sefah S
so when him say
aka Queen to the whole
aka Queen to the whole yes
yeah for trend no enhyehyɛ so former president my former chocho mucho all trendy
or your former say do chocho mucho bi
all trendy oh no and flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress and no say ono onim say 2024 oba be piemu e wa akonya kese no so na o ahye o teacher fo nyina say sa licensure exams na dia bese omukon mu ema etwe omutikofom esinke omo obetwem because until ne ho ase say wo say teacher ni akọ school agi ne certificate ewie I qualify as teacher. Na all children there were classroom. Na musan beka che ne say e was so control a year licensure exams. Na or say a very, 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 very unnecessary because teacher for actual exams at every stage of our training. And then tell a monko can't doctor for say every year be an betro. And then a monko can't nurses say every year be an betro. And then a monko can't be a we see at the pammy or pam not yet in the shop who say every year be a bra na be pama de my answer. Ya mau license how to continue. Na former president Kasa Ewo Wenchi in the Bono region as part of the building Ghana tour washa say all year. Now okay, say I quote, this is unnecessary. In our next administration, we will cancel the licensure exams. Now the 2020 manifesto no Mr. Mahama promise say so be abolish exams no nti enye say na wa simu abeka say ene yebetwem because of the voting tia or say licensure exam no it denies several qualified teachers the opportunity to be employed by government. I quote or say we will abolish the obnoxious licensure exams for teacher trainees and restore the automatic employment of teacher trainee graduates. Let me state unequivocally that no teacher trainee graduate will be denied posting or employment under the next Mahama government. Namoka I say yatina show you so abobu a yes licensure exams no eda. Ama almost send your questions bia na ye kinkan questions na ye say na sanka we de nkanya asem bia enti no well comment by no eni aprekusi great also do something good for private schools. We are also Ghanaians. Marie, the political instability in Ghana's biggest challenge. Sunkari say, what about the allowance? Will he withdraw it again or what? Anane say, His Excellency, why must it be cancelled? I think it's a competency exam and must continue to uphold. Wisdom say, Piao, Nana Wonkwaso, I'll try as much as possible to gather all my family members to vote for you. If one of my Maxwell Konedu Air Trende, Maxwell Konedu Air coach of Inswatreman FC, na ono ena samre die, yabo no finfunam ama ohune bere na sisiano, oda ayaresabia, na eba ne seye, eye fans of Poakwa no, ewa bra no mubo eye Ghana Premier League no, Sunday yi ewo Sunyan Coronation Park no, meti Sunyan Coronation Park na me di beye one. Hey. Ena Inswatreman FC omoni omo ekosi saa akan no na ebaaye no ena bepie mu se fancy omo ante omo ho ase omo achikoti abono mananya semketu a afi de hospital ena yene eye coachi ekoshiaye na omo kire mu no mo se eye referee a efe no Robert Muze one ne assistant so eye de omo so omuji hwe no ebie Poakwa no supporters you yate why some person move di football nechi a monko boxing say na mo we din ya mo ye we no na mo ekojina ring mu na mo ne amanfo abo boxing simple. Comment Abani. Berlin say, I believe referees in Ghana are the main cause of the decline of the quality of our league. I happened to be at the park and I must admit the referee was very disappointing. Now I send the petition ako. No Marco Shem, on what your man send your imagine a license or money bobo be banino, whatever. It goes. Francis say, I don't support the act, but sometimes let's show some respect to our fans. How can a respectful man like Maxwell Konedu say in Krasefo? Bosu says next time he won't insult fans again. Frank said this is not good for our sport. This is not good. Something like this making us lose interest in our local league and we won't go and watch. Ray says speedy recovery Maxwell. Next time don't insult them. If you want to share a video of the day. Now a video of the day no a prelims to Adiame Fati. Medebe kwa ye a year Kweku George Ricket Hagan. ɛwɔ Cape Coast South honom. Boxer ojina ne ring mu a omo ɛko ɛna ye man no uppercut baako ɛma atase ɛka no hu baby onenam ɛwɔ ring ne mu ɔfa ha na wafa ha na watɔfom na waso obi anso no obi anya ne hwee blow baako pa ye de man no ɔfa ha na ɔde afa ha na wasen ha na watɔfom na ɔno asɔre na ɔno kyese onim baby onenam wasase so obie n'ani a light nko a na ohu asa na be catch and say step into the light. The time is now.
We're losing the bearings.
We're losing the bearings. Just say marbles in ira. And no shwe from was until some could see and a boxing there. I think it's quite dangerous. Because when you're born no. Why you know? Debbie, why you know? Only baby why dangerous, honestly. And I don't even understand the sport. Baby, I want to
act of self-defense.
Baby, I want to mean right. So, boxer, baby, I want to mean because baby, you're born, no.
Want to mean more.
As a man, boyfriend, I dream.
Baby, you're born in the year pass.
Baby, you're born now. Want to me? I say, and there one I was some mobile. This abono. And it's all baby one day. Aha.
And any honor.
Born how? And it's all baby one. I don't want to mean more. Who send the wire?
Say disease
dangerous
na case
boyfriend I dream
say your boa
video no Facebook
say your boa
I have on go Facebook
boa na office nka your boa ni see na nka say oda ha
there be so wire o ntino
nka say oda o nti so say what daisy
there be
what daisy no
there be wa boyfriend I dream nti na dream boyfriend nti no only reasoning what must say at that particular moment
until jab or jabin
nti na sorry you know because that's so me wa ha me ni ha
jab ni bi wo ha ye jabi pe etimi ma o to form
na what for and you knockout no to form one sorry right on the time about
you knockout we you knock down nti na ka say wo da ho nti wo da ho anka referee no e ba be count enti se 10 count no na wentimi ansore enyina wona so anase osore kura na referee ni face say unyina ye no enye nse bi wa ebo wa no wani na dane na tuntum ne ko na ka fita na nko a so ati ase
nje se ye no ya stop na okowu
enti na wokobo box na ma wani black ye na ma ne ka fita
act of self defense
and I me say in this particular instance no obo no na they are red dick no we free boxing ni mu what man say into no sanko boxing ni mu a anko be won say we yawa me knockout into me nda ho din banana dream no we free boxing momentarily we free boxing ni mu na
Fatima momentarily it will be difficult for you to actually
that's what I'm saying say at that particular time no onye na dream say boxing na me bonti abom into me we free more nam circle tiptoe lane one mo share phone be at said then and you know me dey honestly seriously for you to your ball back home one blow mouth me say ya
anti Fati in boxing boxing baby a wontimi mu baby a friend below the belt anti who say if free wo ha hwe Fati if free baby a mama your belt ne da no
I want to untimi mbo
na se no de in boxing untimi mbo that is boxing kujoti that is boxing
my empha boxing no NC akakra because there is an interview that I quickly would want to do na yento adwumadi and it's got to do with why to upskill 20,000 youth provide startup tools na a new flagship program to address the persistent challenge of youth unemployment in Ghana has been rolled out by the Youth Employment Agency. Yene Owura Imano Kwesi every year, Director of Air Communications for Youth Employment Agency. Yene no entwetwe komo ewo ahomane so na yenye enchiremu kakra emfanfa yesa adwumadi hu. Onia anopai yamwachemu akwa baba happy morning show so. Emze over free and said Anthony can ye be puso ho ne bi na ye toa ye ne no atwetwe nkomo ewo ye dwumadi no so be kaya ne me ne ye obi ba principal akwa ka se dwumadi Yeah, adwene say be kwa kudi bi ni mum ye pemu nkyeremu.
Yes.
Because nkyeremu no betimi aboa anamontuo a wo see itimi etuo na ye betimi de ho ahye sa adwumadi mu. Na the Youth Employment Agency they are doing a couple of a year enwuma bi a also Ghana for nyere timi egimu nkyeremu ne tie ho ase e wo mu. Say yensa eka eye owura emano kwasi free a Yebesan NNO Edi and Komono Ebu. Now, I say the YE's ambitious model intends to provide technical training and provide each trainee with startup tools to a minimum of 20,000 youth by the end of 2024. In a forward-looking approach, the YEA has announced plans to establish an online database or pool of qualified artisans on a readily accessible app which will provide a convenient market platform but efficient artisans from which the citizenry can draw services from by a single click. Yani Ura, Emmanuel Kwesi, every Director of Communications at the Youth Employment Agency. Yanen Chuchen Komoka crime for Side Jumedi. Ura every year, and I pay me emo akwaba and family happy morning show.
Many of the
for Ejo. So, my so a year this 20,000 youth are mobile provide them with a year skills and startup tools. No, in what section and answer in what category? Again, skills, another kind of skills. Now, what say, Mode Emma or Wadama?
No, we are Mamina Senior Pena or the Mamma and another payment. Also, Bob. You must have good amount of people in Africa. Na Oboa, a buy no or some Kama, unemployment, reduction. You see, in our Cambodia. Now, besides, every time of payment, they are trouble. We map and open 20,000. Included Juma, the private sector, African. The family is still and son was doing our month for the secretary, and now Sunday to month. This year at the end, Omega that is so much of mine. If you share that, said yes, a child and let's see your portal, the amount of the family, I am will be our interested. The cost specifically to question. We will say now you were 10 area. It's an one only at the Sandiana. We do Makuma art. Ubia water is doing the idea. And I may have done that call your website. And I import on a cock and fly and quadia. And maybe I don't get to know this house. So the kind you will need a cafe or 2 weeks. Carving to me. Obi owa skater, obi mechanic, obi auto work generally no. Yene nkofo aka de one omo jibre almost any India mbabua training ta nkofo no. Ewo 2 weeks ni uria omo no ya momo de pen pakapa. Omo aka so etimi ehwe omo de. Ntino no your carpentry. And if any Osha Sofa, a month for you, so the Brena, your gun, Osha, a month for 1 or born dine so a Jumaka, a P or real estate industry. Osha, and I did a couple of any media and cotton party, and also a dear company. It's you, a hairdressing. And so it demonstrates into my fair Yasoria, especially in the animal. They are cotton, we continue to be out of Saluna or you want to a Jumacatia, and a Jumacatia was a funny one. You didn't say you can see a Juma, and nobody between admired. No one Catano, a Timedu, Moto Media, or Moka Cabum, a training adapted, and General say the dear, they are coming. Osha, Whoopie. Osha real estate industry one. Tabianya wrote a year Kushi by Japan, opening order Youth Employment Agency, no extra the Diana. But Osha Ghana Fanana, a nice professor amount posting in our calling up POP, and no finishing me. Yakotom, Yakobokina, Yakwami, and Yakofan for 40 Mabu, Eddie, or more about the information about where Yada and Nobu, Edmaku, Anoa, Yaguana, Nobu, Edma. Now, Juma be a Wokwa, a discussion, a show man for Bukum. If you want Yakofa man for the other places near the Mabe, and this will see a different. They also come one year to me or man for people to educate them. So, and now, over PUP, they are not the facility and so they are doing it. The car crime should be a version of one among sanitary. To me, I have properly to their facility in their account. And not from the West in teachers over real estate industry media. Not to say a check that Jumedia can say over a discount break among food in Yafa and also I can from the West. Juma to Umpu, the Unia City and Nonia Store, and Nonia to idea. We are there obey from the work, and also to me creating a Juma, I'm a mobile or Tabia in. And a beautiful care. And nay, a month for your wedding, a month for your funeral, a month for your was sorry on a Juma and now put program be a makeup industry. Many are sorry that yes, because you must have repeat mind. And no sense in your bois and would move out, person here, big care generally, and big up from the kitchen, and they keep it and they started train up. So maybe now, so person would do Juma. And you say, and they know a yes, I did them to be a top for Juma. Over you know, some of the mythical origin. I should tell me no why it's already so. And now, me do I sorry. Quite much to be on. You can also have one of them. I'm a minister, and a general electrical. So they medical kind a booming business for the real estate, not or more, a real estate to be in the dime for you to be a day where they are electrification. No, I won't be him until Uncle Far or Mutu, I already said for mobile electrification, and it was UX. And I war welding and a publication, a metal western. It's a bit the value street, the wire goes, anything to community. If we any now, Yami, I have to make you plan one. Yura, any about the name, Unimonium for Kufiba at Japan. After the wedding to a different secretary, Ama. So that why we are known quantity and Mabuna Ghana. And what did you beat me at the time of Nachi among Mobuna Mile or Bayano? We have vision to say about what a done in this one and Yasa and none of them. Now, sure. And yet, no pimple, any Juma, Sabi and Yadi, easy or Bayano or say the near year and see any private sector. At the carbon year, I was one of private sector, no, actually, Abua. Ama maybe any argument to Russia. There's a Botumi Mununi, the Lanchi, the government and textiles program. Usha Busumi, the Lanchi in commercial farming, air Greek, the Ministry of Agriculture. A year of planting for food and jobs. Yazia, any animal association country, normal shop provide input. You have the board making Russia. Here are buying. Need to be DNA in this what they do and said. A claim be a first way name. A year ready for pay for someone to say a PDSO and none of pay. A year private sector for I private sector private relation. A young pay for any private sector for Kabia. A ye no Buama, a human ebony, you know, be a or so. Naya Buama, Yati, unemployment. So,
for ye, Mammy Missou, and she say, "Be a while, Modi, Ebegua Quamu, Ashe, Unipano qualification and Sana Mafano, and I say, Obia, Babubia, or when is what Dihunu in any of the 10 areas, our boss one, obey me a copota, and so no apply."
I may tell a question here, question of who ye par. Now, a very, very key and very important water, Ubianya, the things that shall Sabia. Youth Employment Agency. Patrol. any qualification. And I check say Sabianado, Abo Grimiensa, and our master meaning and Sana, and no weddings our tour. Specifically for this program, you share so your bamboo, so your beman pool. So the kind, most importantly, so and it's what you need, and only the most important qualifications. Any of the parents, although good dom, Sergeant Bluia, a dear baby. No, per se, who anchor sound to young family, human, and ready a chair. Earlier, not only who written a program. It immediately move it master report so apply.yee.gov.gh and also for your website for www.yee.gov.gh so and also no and also the one no crowd youth employment agency the BDKP or the Ghana social the BDKP website one in for the a portal for artisan industry. They went to me out there, send me say Abe for Nema social media, Facebook, Instagram, the Kikamu. Okofa, Obey to me, I'm going to say address. There they a link and so take a picture. And I'm the money now say a youth employment agency. Say your Facebook, say your Instagram, maybe I'll be a youth employment agency.
Onia azane de komo twetwe no be na wie no se yemfa ne se enipa empema duno na se se ampese mo de entity ne ma mo wo mo apply no mo kokobro so a nhise bi wo ana
patro che de ebi wo bibri mo apply no mo kokobro so a yes I say 20,000 but even the 20,000 first a month application 10,000.
Okay.
And the only person you be training almost the kind of training and employment program. And it's a person here makeup assistant and I'll be care person. Now, sorry, and I know about the beauty care person. You be training after I am work on the back and so. Abusumi, and actually depending on which one you took. But me, Eddie, Ubique, we are a baby of the Tabi. It will be the Otis studio, maybe a Saturday. Obi after MC or say okay, or makeup person, whenever any makeup. Ubi matter so on portal when so, or your makeup artist will be or when I am registered. On constitution near work or not pursue now on freebie. It is argument getting in our recommendation in your better say. Young first our recommendation in my yet you I'm a wedding and son. Yamon startup factory. I'm already a big man. And don't you know, well, 20,000 in that one. Because of the training, the cafe was 10,000. And over charge there was January as the mechanism. Was maybe no a dear no more airbay. And only charge and there's an hour to million to be careful. Our class and other classes in the family, that class of control for another 10,000.
Okay.
So they are winning now for one and Sabia class back 900.
Enti ase na emre dodo ahe na suafo e de beje entity yi
emre no bi na ye private partner said they share government ni bi na numadia na ye bi so no sa pension e bi wa ha no na private partner so ye no mudi so among mudi aye training no omo no ahwe industry practice and omo share obodo omo na ni no mo ensure dey omo ni mo ni dey electric so be to sia isiwa isia abusuni best and now na abusuni best depending on how intensive the training is. ewu ha na nka store bi no se a ebi ne ye betwa ne so program na ne ye be ne tre koyesi ya na koyesi then to really be a street full day training into no abosome ni bi na na ko bi nya de atua etia will because a street full day training ni practical training consistent training no e wit ma ba se e bi abosome dem bi no obetimi anam e bi awie the private partners and ubia nini typical specification anyhow long obetimi bi
Mr. Free, say we no anya de obi atua bibia de.
Me that no questions on the fight. So youth employment agency say be anya de aban tika any edijuma. Enti no your program tire that the nyina no go how obetimi say obi so akopiki your website and now you details at the advert or baby as your man post Sefah 50 Ghana bra na your registration now and now 5,000 bra na making sure to be qualification why sabi enye obi akugu enye obi apeswa enye obi akubi for you with the ID now it's a free or application so a copy to be qualify a copy pre training a copy be na starter package the now we Kyla na we a people opinion that be so la na say enema chitin kita obi hia then they will adwuma over for working akwa degree the mouth when you one person account and
Okay. And the crack no, sa adwuma de we no, menim say Youth Employment Agency more offices e regions and districts. Bia ba ko pe na mo ye no na say e bia district and say regions na mo ni nyina.
Me da se be. Ya no Ghana fa na ni. Yo mentioning mako 216 and the my Ghana. Ni nyina yo. Enti ni nyina no. Ye fa mbabuni e de afin na yetime training o. Se de ne ye kan. Baby ayi sidan. Enti yetime training obi o ahafo anase goso anase favelugua obi so sidan a ene kwa adwuma tan e hon ebeko ami mabuni tie training mabuni e wo bebia
referee anopay ma ye no wase se epusu wa homa anopa tututu no ade pene na woni ya twe enkomo ene entremu a wodi amaye efa adwuma dia mudi ho
me da se anopay money at the trade and common amount of Guama ma yedi adason me that me for na
ma no wase e ba besrawo na ne agin chiremu because me nua ba ko ha je wo so wonu de chenchena che obeso yebie enti
I think cross the friend I think it's to no opeso ye be me practical me ka say I think you be my final man for Ghana I don't pay for a producer when you're fine I bet not I will just say mama for she never sleep.
Right, Mano, because free director of communications at the Youth Employment Agency. One now to say no and Komono what the inchirimu kakra amai
say producer ba
there was no pe ba ko no carpenter ne eyi no ono no ba ko miensa
pe ba ko bi ayi me kusua say dey polish ma more ebi polish ya
o people now
ma na se kama ayi be ya
so ya be ma now ya business kamo
pa e ma ne be ba pa
o be ma na ya business kamo was it because be ma no ya
special touch
exactly unya to boase ye ne ma ne
say honorable
so of course see ma ne ko
o dey say fast
ya ma ne ko abontin no bibia kwa akoyo honorable e be ovie
o twinimu
ya
o dey say fane na ya sisa na umu
na wende ba ne se ne ko ba mu so ne za
umukumu ne na na
so o massage ne na
no na ye mukumu se massage ne twi na ye mukumu
Yango vas sports bro.
also where she up.
The Moku man is around. I crowd to say or the sports update live on the Happy Morning to be bringing on a pay. Prince will be back Poakwa.
Yes, sir.
The Moku man. The Udimba kono.
Bacho him.
Someone also be Moku man for now.
Oh, come massage. Okay, massage ni tree din design.
Massage nyamia ni anasa twetwe.
Okay, dia no ya twetwe.
Eh, anasa mimia.
Ene meti manka ni ye.
Moku mi zade.
Yanko kwajo me born in tentem emre no akoyie papa enti yenhyase free the camp of the blasters na sabrede omakwa kopiemu ewo maroon ewo Comorosa ochina big game kotoko echi mediema ebone pew ekabaako ni nyina ewo bet power Ghana Premier League sanso ena Nations FC so eko shock eye dream eko shock eye Gold Stars ewo bibia ni amenedie ija egu eye coach Michael Osei ni chemu yie papa nansen nanka Kumasi Asante kotoko omu eshba omu nhye omu timi ba na goals no ema nanso enura die ewo mu se mediema ehye 33rd minute goal de nanso sa goal no was ruled offside but match officials a ejina mu Charles Bulu ena na referee ujina mu na eno ena anche no ano ena George Infege enya abobi eno BT ne maka 1-2 on the half hour pepepe obiti on the hour mark no eno BT ne maka 1-2-3 eno wura box num ehwa ape ena mediema player ba ko efre no Kofi Asma etwe no eto form referee Charles Bulu ebo na be mu no na ose eye penalty ojeto ho no ena Sharif Mohammed ejina chire ena ene pim na atena ewoso ya na krobia Kumasi Asante kotoko ena edi enkunimo na eno ena akopiemu ewo Golden City Park nso a Brekum Chelsea enya 97th minute eye win against eye Lagos Cities sanso ena opiemu ewo Aliu Mama Sports Stadium dia owusu afriye ebo hat-trick edema RTU ema ejeni mboaten etimu baako edema Dreams FC sanso ena opiemu ewo Gold Stars nso a ewo bibia ni Downs Park Nations eye berema ba go a ohye no etimi boa ema Nations edi enkunum ani ija ego coach Michael Osei ni chemu yie papa okwanye otena so etena fie elusu sa game no sanso ena Poakwa ukopiemu ewo Sunani Coronation Park out se na Fati ka se oya akola akra ye honorable odi mfie ba kope enote Coronation Park ewo Sunani eho ena Poakwa tano etena fie eni insu atrema ebo ya match no ewie na ebufu eba ya Maso Kunedu ene yabo no a oda ayaresabia coach Maso Kunedu ene Poakwa tano supporters etigu ni so te se kwa yebrintu mu mpenoa ebobo na ema coach eni wayemre nti oda ayaresabia mpenifo di nsuo esini so na ni nyina se obetimi recover from beatings a odi Coronation Park eno no na yen free high na yen kopiemu ewo ne memenda so no Karela United etena fie ewo Tamale Sports Stadium ewo Aliu Mama Sports Stadium ewo Tamale edi enkunim omuchi eduana na nka nansen omu ye hyeme anhyew wo hye omu ana enye yikura omuchi omu bom kamienu pew ema eduana etimu baako ni nyina ne se na Samuel Kumi ena ene Evans Adomako ene timinya asa 2 goals no edema eye Karela United Samuel Kumi share goal no 50 share goal no 35th minute eno share first goal no na eno ena on the hour mark no 60th minute ena Adomako enso edi second goal no eka ho na elsewhere enso ewo Bechem United enso baya besin kopiemu ewo hohoi ene kwando Heart of Lions ede koboani ema the Hunters eche Heart of Lions ebomu ekamienu ema Heart of Lions etimu baako Augustine Okra 19th minute ena oshe first goal ede ma Bechem Aslam eye first half eye win ena omunya na omokobaye no anchebia ena Gabriel eye Tenil the second goal eka ho after 30 minutes in the second half eno na Samuel Agbenyega enso reduce deficit no edema Heart of Lions na eno no akire say Heart of Lions omo ba yi omo entimi enya enkunimdie after 11 round of matches no omo entimi enya enkunimdie kra. They are rooted at the bottom of the table with only 7 points ewo ho na enei match mienu ena akam ene ochina ene de no Accra Sports Stadium Accra Great Olympics ebetena fie ene FC Samates 1996 ede abom ene enwumre yetenase ewo Happy Sports so a ye de ho nsem nyina ebebro yenkoi na ye hyase de a yen hyase emfiri eye zone 1 eno eye Access Bank Division 1 League no there be ko zone 1 me pacho ko zone 1 eno ewo ase ho na yemfa entwaso yenhyase emfiri 1 na afi yemra 3 yes enti ye badia zone 1 eye A no mame zone 1 A no na memobobo so said the scores no ekoye na bibia entimi nko enti 1 B ni okay odie B Tamale Liberty Youth ehye Bafo Soccer Academy ekabaako sanso ena Tamale City nso ehye 2 ema Northern City FC etimu baako wa Power FC nso ene Techima ekoteye ema obia ehye ne nyonko baako ewo ho baako ewo ho a na sei ena etie sanso ena zoom 1B no Mighty Royals FC nso HBA United ebomo eka baako omo entimi anti debibi etena fie ma Young Apostles ekochi omo ebomo eka baako ene match baako ebetodwa Brukum City FC ene 11 Wonders ena ede ebebo ani 11 Wonders ena ede bebo ani ewo ho sei ena yanko zone 2 na yemfa said ye zone 2 scores no so yemfemre etiefo a ehwe na SNT ewo Happy 98.9 FM Red Bull FC etnafie eche Park Academy ebomo ekabaako New Edubiase etnafie eche Sehui All Stars ebomo kamyinu omutimu baako Future Stars ene Baseki Holy Stars konteye obia entimi anhye ne nyonko Swedro All Blast etnafie eche Asekam ebomo kamyinu omo entimi antimu be Mysterious Dwarfs etnafie eche Nzima Kotoko ebomo eka baako omo entimi ante sanso ena Sky FC nso etnafie eche Amina Sharks ebomo ekamyinu omo timu baako Rose Park eche King Pfizer ebomo kamyensa omo entimi anti be Soccer Intellectuals eche Venomous Vipers eche omo ebomo eka mienu ewo ho yenko zone 3 yeko piemu ewo zone 3 asei ena scores no anase results ni nyina eye ewo zone 3 mame zone 3 dia no na memobobo so na bibia entimi nkoso ye kama emfema omo a 88 ewo Happy 98.9 FM mame zone 3 weye zone 2 mame zone 3 dia no na memoboso ententemu a eni hodia yentoaso eni ho a yentoaso na yenkokopiemu ewo Black Princesses now yenkopiemu ewo Black Satellite omo asuye ni nyina ne se empanifo e de abase on Wednesday na the Ghana under 20 men's team no ekopiemu ewo Ghana Man Soccer of Excellence na omode mu campaign no akotoa so ewo ho empanifo kire se 25th November Saturday no squad way ene ba be piemu ewo ho 2 sessions ena omo ebeye wo ho a first session no emrantie no ekopiemu Wednesday Wednesday ena afi Saturday 25th November 2023 ena coach Desmond Ofe ene ne mrantie ni nyina be start na omo aye omo ho adwuma ni nyina ne se wafu Cup of Nations ewo ho ena African Youth Championship nso ewo ho a we ena eya hobobo a under 20 emane di emema de no omo ye yemfiri hoi na yenko under 20 emane de no enura otese commentary position so no na yede eho ensem etwagu ye Ghana emayo a omuni emro emfie edu no eche omotipemfo a efiri Eswatini ebom ekamienu omo entimi ante ni nyina ne se emayo no etimi a qualify to the next round of the qualifiers no on 8-1 aggregate Black Princesses on Sunday no mo bo mo homodin pa na no kra na Berlin nyako na on the 6th minute na unya first goal 6 minutes interval 12 minutes na abaywa ye frɛ no Berlin na ono asanya another goal edema emayo na 2-0 on the day no na omutimi enyaye na next year January 2024 emayo no ebe finish qualifiers no against Senegal in the final round of the qualifiers. Yentoa so ampem da ko a ekopie mu ewo CAF Champions CAF Women's Champions League no, but they came forth ewo bra as far for echi omo ebomo ekamienu ewo third place game on Saturday emayoyi ampem da ko amayoyi entime antimu bikra na eno kire se ampem da ko managed to win 2 games out of possible 5 games omo eboye ewo 2023 CAF Women's Champions League etodwa omo finish 4th in the tournament. Yen free way na yen ko Europe dia emo boso ententem enfema Scotland any Norway eboye ema game no and 3-6 goals trailer eno ena epiem sanso ena Portugal so etimi ende omo Euro 2024 qualification no omo nya 10 wins out of 10 matches omo boy no enti perfect record 10 games omo boy no omo wini ni nyina omo drop points kra na other results no say enetie Hungary etena fie eche Montenegro ebomo ekamiensa omo timu baako sanso ena Serbia ene Bulgaria ekote ya obi a hye ne nyonko eka mienu Belgium na eche Azerbaijan ebomo eka enum sa game num Romelu Lukaku 30 minutes no abo hat-trick ewo sa game num sanso ena Sweden so etena fie eche Estonia ebomo eka mienu omo entimi ante Spain ene Georgia game no and 3-1 sa game num no ena midfielder ye friend Spain midfielder ye friend Gavi suffer a serious knee injury ewo other results esan epiem no Bosnia Herzegovina etena fie ema Slovakia ekochi omo ebom ekamienu ene Slovakia omo qualify ede ko Euro sanso ena Liechtenstein so etena fie ema Luxembourg ekochi omo ebom eka baako omo so entimi anti wesu na megina na me sports update ni nyina aba na wiye ewo happy morning show ni so ewo happy 98.9 FM ye dane ye ho ye ba minua madie nyina kojo Sefah Danquah weekend ukọ social media babia na ogini din ye papa ni nyina ne se ne article kama was published in the business and the Financial Times imua na kama pa minua ye achimwe kwiase dihie wa bonus suit pa na ogina ho na ne wa say babia minim say we odibenya guess baby no na say me sembi kra
so medical catcher say me no sa na ma nya de ameyo sa so unim dida
na se fia ha o guess nko amiensa ene wa ha
o mbebe 6
sa jemfu aka ho bi minim root
yes
kikan omo aka ho na bi Vivian ka ho
Vivian ka Vivian dey say o ye mi sister
okay nti no ka ho
Vivian ka ho
so ono audio de amoakwata nti on dey
unia ba prekope nti ye de eyi Stephanie Becka ho ye de eye Thelma Becka ho
omo ho ofenko na abobo
oh yeah
yo ene
now ladies no more ha
medini obiba
omo ha no why o ma no ma wana na honyefe
obi ahụ ofe so de wajensi amede mini ba kokora
hu me kokua ma me kire kwa father bi
obema me antes na me benya bi
antes ne tactics
da be me mano no aye de lo Kenya kan no POP nti me ba no a kire me Kofi Asamo anso me kɔ ne hono no nso a kire
me tactics papa ye so for Kofi Asamo eguni
nzempa osofo opema midi ne Prince Obiba Poakwa Brown aha ena me de sports update ni nyina ebeba wo happy 98.9 FM twen yeba
Happy FM.
Yeah, my dear phone, I've got being from a happy morning show so and pay. Time check. 11 minutes to the top of the hour, 8 a.m. I mean, how somebody can go on Kaye say, and then many editors net Nasi and Yadin Kumo, ye pension simnumu. entia de entiasie nim ne yebusa ye ho nsɛm no nsɛmisa ne enya ya pɛ eye emuaye e de amansɛm no a edi ahim e wo man kronkron Ghana mu no Charles McCarthy ono the editor for the Hawk newspaper sanso ene ebra panyi Andy Kankam ade atonani kakra enti anope ma mefa saa akonya iso na memma no yakɔ Andy Kankam ye the editor for the Informer newspaper ono nso atena se ene anope Name Mamenka was happy on wheels. The idea Bebaso, New Boy Town Junction, La Paz, Upsi the Tema Station, Nyanko Pondumwa, 24th of November 2023, between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Maybe a Pahwana Bain team from 1 to 5 p.m. on 24th of November 2023. If you're there, you're the Pahwana Bain happy on wheels. Yede bre Timmer Mufo Muwo Ni Boy Junction La Paz opposite the Tema Station no ye tenase ne adi o man kronkron Ghana ho enkomo wonso wa konya so betimi aba be kere wa adwene won sem ekoso o man mu don't miss it, let your voice be heard. Mamenka say Rainbow Scientific Herbal Clinic womu no mo boy me adi dwumadi abre eye Ghana fo nyina. And there will be a free health screening. I be koso e wujumedi na se enti uba ho anya se ade a oba betere wadwene nko akeke oba betere wadwene no na ma free health screening. Kaidano ya 24th of November 2023, time ya 1 to 5 p.m. Venue Ni Boy Town Junction, La Paz, Upsi Temat Station. Happy on wheels. Your concern is our concern. Happy Bible quiz. Kaise kwasieda no siambo biani yedi bretie phone for live and happy 98.9 FM. Na de pa. Amanfo chero munim die. Wo twere kronkron mu live on a show. A bus of kwasieda biara no siambo pepepe nye de dwumadi no ahyehye so. Enra oteye ohu de koso na de na kama nyankopon de makwase de die animu e yare ebesande Happy Bible Quiz 2023 ebesande abrachi for womo a womaso yasene me de dwumadi ebremo the Bible Society of Ghana, Christian Council of Ghana, and Atovila Water Solutions. Happy Bible Quiz knowing Christ, Happy FM and Nijenkwa. No monsieur nensio ba ko pe na meka mfo ama wo ya weak purified drinking water eni mabedwa fo ba betina se ya pe ena msoma se wo matena se dia momo a weak purified drinking water na omomfa horo mu minimu se de be yankomo na yebetimi ahya se 10. We have perfect sizes fit for all use, 300 milliliters and 500 milliliters bottles to fit your pocket and bags, 750 milliliters for the heavy drinkers, and 1.5 liters for those who always want more. We have 19-liter jar bottles, ideal for your homes and your offices. All you must do now is drink Awake purified drinking water wherever you go. Now the head then say Awake utobia no isika krakra de to near the akwa Kolebu National Cardiothoracic Center near the Abua Ashe afofo no yare ewo ho. Awake purified drinking water is another quality product from Casa Preco Company Limited. For bulk purchase, bet me after 0262 351 251 0262 351 251. Omenka Otisa Ajadi Nkratwe Ayadi Food and Drugs Authority Ajatum Jumako Mohienro any and Samso nom Jitumo say and Fanku Yemono Wamajisa Ajadi Nkratwe Adiatumu. CB men capsules or CB women capsules or your bar na bema na Johnson intimi maye or your bar na bema na sa Johnson mu a year with Tidio mu ekekao a year wakosu kume hoke kao kakra or your bar na bema edikatita asha or ye with Tidio mu we oba na be ma odwunso obadwunso chire no na ase emuhihye kakra no ni nyina no CB men capsules CB women capsules betimi aso ano de ama mo nkanka ne ma no mo abosom e ba beso ana tese dwadwo nko na atomo no CB women capsules wo ho bo modi ana kopebito hwehwe yen Enray ewo herbal shops, pharmacies, any chemical shops, biara wo maimu for bulk purchase, Mr. Abomodiana call Repass Ventures, ewo Kaishi. And also with me, contact Susie Herbal, lower numbers, ISO 0247111671 and 0246578750. Susie Herbal Center, Ghana Mani Mema Edamwase. Happy Mass Wedding. Yadia registration no eguswa ekoso. Mr. Omefa registration forms Abomodiana Brabefa. Ewa Asylum Down Happy 98.9 FM number 22 at Denulo Street. And I bet me Accra Mall like YFM. Now for our forms na the obey and we bet you 1,000 Ghana cedis. Uchi 1,000 Ghana cedis ni and one and unchi have bio. Diaka wa chirini na. Yadia Happy 98.9 FM. Yani abo forms ya sanem yadi Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Ebremo. Womu afa honka aye beya ware no wedding kama pa dia mawo amoni aso amoni agye fo atena se yen hyase na yen twetwe enkomo no yen hyase atwetwe enkomo no dia na ani Owura Charles McCarthy or the editor for the Hawk newspaper atena se Charles mamemo achi ema wa kwaba
Sefah.
Yes sir
Mejoso
apomboko de
me da so no nsuo for lunch.
Say you dibia bro na pay.
Me dia ba.
Nti we no na je say o de be kwa wi ano no.
Menu bi na be kana me de kwa wi.
Okay, all right.
Mun josa.
Mun josa. Asanke the budget ababa to dwa. Budget o man yakọ homa bon sem.
Ase budget no hwe nim.
Budget no hwe nim.
Bible quotations does on sene near efa me ho.
Yo. O de be baso.
Bible quotations what budget in the money.
Yeah.
Sefah, we 48 pages no.
So we average 4.
A womb.
We average 4.
And this summary no when we dey akoto. When ye ka ho asem. When we present our parliament officially. Atronel bebre no we mu na wo. Kona na ye 10 na me nka ho bi. Tinende memfam
Mate.
Meba. Obe question aso.
Saka me chair senior na my back. Me mani ngie.
You pay for flight. Yeah, o man ya yetimu no. Amanfo anya dibie no modidi nkwasi asem.
Dabi nyanto bwasi nkwasi asem say. Eya no pa.
Yet Ghana ha.
Eya no pa Charles.
Nti odi nkwasi asem a menka de.
Eya no pa se bensemfun sen hunu.
Eno na different. A choice of word.
And some phones in
semantics. They make you comfortable, so make catchers who didn't quite. That's how I prefer to use it.
And some who will be better.
Me cry informer. Oh, the informer. Ufa page 6. Politicians are benefiting from illegal mining. Can actually be.
Yeah.
And that means I want to do what I say. Can actually be we. And aboabo ansentro ano and say what to do was it the media coalition against Galamsey
yes
meboa and say what to we how many years in here from 2017 meboa ebe seen there na say what to go na muntimi achieve mu aim adan ezo on buy acho what that dance and drop for akoma bom e na wodi akoye adwuma we adidi ho aye sotwe na wona mo na do be ka say politicians are part when you were mobilizing the media what background check did you do data be na wujina so the mobilizing media coalition of media against Galamsey didn't you know say politicians na way. And when you got to know, what are you expecting to do? You are expected to come and apologize to the whole Ghanaians, especially to the media now. What mobilized the media yesterday, Jumano? No, Apo Macho. Say, I am sorry for misleading you. We didn't know, say, Sana Netie, and Yabu. Don't come and tell us, say, politicians are this and that and that. Sefah, we ministry count. They are meeting. It's about time I be can quite a penny for. Edmano ma ya che. Oh, but as the mudi didi entinu eno ani hiamo. Before you say who support to bibi no. Now why your background checks? And yes, I tell you. A jet to say course we are could dear a just cost.
So to you feel say he did not do a diligent job?
Did they do a diligent job? This is Kanashigbe talking here. I'm not the one talking. When I'm a report to you, see, I'm a report to you, and I did the studio, and then you go see, politicians are benefiting from illegal mining. Kanashigbe. Galam say a day.
Illegal mining.
So if you are against it, if what the coalition now we are against, now where evidence is said politicians benefit, what do? As who got some joy and a joy for? Huh? Let's get serious in this country.
Charles McCarthy, the editor for the Hawk newspaper, the editor for the Informer, the Obokrata, Brapenyi and the Kankam, one also what Tenase, Enano pay, Orandi Kankam, Miamuachi, Niamuakwa, Nihu watch. And so, and Faconia, nothing in Ayamayako.
Madam, I said, do no more here, and I'm a chairman. Charles, so I am saying this morning, Charles is on fire. But I think, sir, this conversation started last week where we woke up and there was this news, company be apply Minerals Commission, say, I'm person come mining or Kakum National Park.
High Street Mining Company.
Fine. You see, in the first place, you can apply for a license to mine. Fine. But in the same vein, I say, Sanya Mana was a threat to the security of this country. In the first place, make our baby company no microphone or more yes, I didn't know so much. Sure. Today we are celebrating what we are raking in from the Nkrumah Memorial Park in terms of tourism and so forth. Okay? Ghana say yeah, and I mean our leaders. Now core tourism who harvest free money. And no PPA so will be a contractor. It's about putting the place in shape and the people will come for the various attractions. Even the tour guide or people want a place to go and holiday. You understand? That is why to some extent some of us are sad that some years after the commissioning of the Asumdwe Park, what we at the Tamils Institute envisaged and projected say, listen, that will be another cash cow where the state can make money out of. Also, there is a geese park there. To move develop here, more Pencrofa to her GTA. Yankasa Omofama at Tamils Institute now, Omo run you and Omo manage you. Because you see, when people are prepared all year round, so more Bab Abejo money, Ghana, they are coming for holiday. Like go, you make free money. So somebody to apply that, I'm going to mine, make up pet gold or a forest. That's so much. Number two, this issue of Galamsey to some extent, people want to microphone person motion at illegal mining. Galamsey. And then all can say it's a choice of words, semantics. Fine. Some my car on my video should say, me, Minisika medical to excavator. Charles out here, Minisika medical to excavator. Me go applying for any concession. Someone from my Miniska. Me Charles or I say you or man. It is the MPP, NDC, these politicians. I don't know who are born on Muya Galamsey. They know themselves. So this fight, initially, senior can I buy media coalition for the radio? BBR actually using our various platforms to champion this, but at the end of the day, have we achieved so we have not achieved anything because it's worse. Because Charlie, when you bankrupt for this environmentalist and some research,
but what were the set parameters? What were the set benchmarks? What we are seeking to achieve at the
to
end
achieve,
of it
say, one, on the media front, say, listen, let's let Ghanaians know about the ravaging effects of this illegal mining. If we continue this way, Masa, one day, me know, ebi a yen yesika, yebe kran shua baba num, ebi a niska. Those days, uni nam kwaye mwa, insure no etini wo odi upe sa body ha bambia na quickly what's a bianum.
But
today can you do that?
David.
There is a research from KNUST to the extent that even the treated water by Ghana Water Company is not potable after all. It's not pure. And all due to the activities of what? Galamsey. And they know themselves. Me say, until the politicians, MPP, NDC, Masa, let's be truthful to the people of this country for once before we meet our maker one day. I think Ghana will be a better place for all of us to live. And I just say, Kano, baby, I do or Ghana, baby, I koi. Over something years, 66 years, right? We must begin to call people out. We shouldn't play the ostrich. Enya, Mama Yenka, Yemau, the privilege. Na say brabesum Ghana for where it is not your birthright. Why not to be minister? Some of the people we are better off than them. No, I'm telling you, we are better off than them. But for the first you are behind a console, and I mean you are more I say. So the politicians say, "Me, I'm not parliament." We don't see the caliber of people in parliament.
We see.
So what debate Ben Amudeba? So maybe I've elected myself to always speak the truth. We are the I'm a kind of crutch. Me am party NDC ya. I call it a joke be ya. Unka Mecca. Now saying you're nearby. So some wrong doctrines. Obi Mofanda 3 years. Money ne bani yaka. Meanwhile, you have to go through the family before you go and do whatever you want to do at the military cemetery.
Yeah.
Then you bypass the daughter, the family. Then you go straight to the military command. They say, hey, Master, yes, go and contact the family. So, a party, NDC, Mufanda, 3rd anniversary, myself and my boss, my founder, appropriately, and I'm saying, no, please go to the family. That is where we went to lay a wreath or honor because the wreath aba. So the doctrines now I decided so more espousing. And then Amaya Bedru and then Sefah, you have the priceless platform. I've been monitoring you. And you be now right. And I just say can I say if you have led us for a project come and tell us eat the humble part and tell us master media coalition you crown we say yantimia active target nti yenguno but you still ride on the heels of this media coalition and so you see you know the people you say politicians mention names you know them for the fact you know that they are politicians then you know them you have the facts. One fine day, you see, posterity will never forgive us. So the way I hear come because I am a party to me call mommy bindi. Massa, all been a hell. Nyami abo no obe hell. Why na fra no pa bedru you na wan aduane anida. Massa woni sika kra. Wadan fu be for us. Chale where you dey? Oni abama me nkoto we say bi ma wa salam da. Fufu base no. Wow. Sports for Indeed, I think we must get serious on some of these national issues. I'm happy to say Charles Ediaba because NMA Bano, that was my initial remark as I said about this Galamsey. I intentionally published this. You
intentionally
publish it. But this is somebody who is supposed to tell us. He must give us names. The politicians, say me maka say MPP NDC. Minisika make kwa concession. Now me usika me ready to excavator.
$450,000.
What are you talking about? Me usika ready to excavator.
Only.
Oh, why? So you should mention the names now. So say he's outside. It's the politicians. So MPP, NDC. You should mention the name.
How did he even come by that?
So mean like he did some work. He did the work.
So why Juma?
So you should tell us the truth.
You've been able to identify politicians in the at least. That particular press statement,
take it up.
Should be mentioning names. As we speak now, you should be mentioning names.
Oh, that is what I'm saying. So,
I think that Ora, Dr. Kanachi, engineer, anyway, didn't come on. Now, if you've been able to identify the politicians, the said politicians behind Galamsey or Maemwa, why not? Bodino, Obodina, Minerals Commission, TU, Lands and Natural Resources Ministry, TU. Say bia enye obi bese nia obeka ni nyina na ebi omunim ebia wo no adwuma na oyeye no omon for money hwe. So this will serve as we bese information for them to take the necessary actions and as necessary steps in the area. Doc we dey wadaroma any dey mu but yen ton komo twetwe so na yemfa eye budget ho zensem yemfa ntoa so what the kan aka say budget no hwe nim etiefu bi bisam sami busa o say Charles, the biano. I say, a bang ye near me bia. A month for any John Kakra, no between you and the gum. Because budget tea said the amount for a do what dance here, some budget. We've turned the corner. And a year,
listen, we are, baby, I do no, for the same for no, we do respect to our cherished listeners and viewers. And you see, the budget is a policy projection of government.
Exactly.
Remember, as to what concerns me, so it's about the bread and butter issues. You are talking about raking in some GDP of what? 1 trillion.
Yes.
Listen, nice on paper. Yes, these are your projections. Me now, me bottom in there. How do I live? Listen, when people are struggling to put body and soul together, today, people are all importers are still complaining about what? The COVID-19 levy and whatever. The e-levy, these were their concerns. You've heard Guta after the budget statement was presented to Parliament last week. So listen, taxes now, so, and you see, what saddens me is that Guta, President said, they came to them, they had a deliberation, they made input, their inputs were not incorporated, it was not taken on board. Their inputs were not taken on board. So, this budget, is it a reflection of Ghanaians? Because Guta, to a large extent, represents the business community.
Yeah.
Now, all you know, say, it's not only the business community. Say, me, I'll be affected. Yes, because they are talking about import. We have friends who work with the GRA, the custom division of GRA, and they tell you that all these things is about what? It's about the importation, the duties, and they have no right because it's the same parliament and I approve the taxes in Libya.
Yeah.
So, just a case, only demo. You see, a TF no sometimes, as I say, yeah, some people will be supporting their political party, but he's talking about what is it? Because today, the newsprint, at the start of this year, newsprint was 150 Ghana cedis. Do you know newsprint one room? What do you say?
I'm saying
it's about 500. So, when the person importing,
newsprint
bond and buy why do I need a bond? As a California use bond and buy. You understand what I'm saying? The plate a pack, no, I want to say 50. The start it was 100 and something, and then the plate is about 1,000 something a box. So you see,
that's from January to now.
So Nipakura walk on import this paper say bano because the paper no recycle. Those days we used to have the paper and water at least toilet roll in for. Are they still in existence? Fine. So you see, if we want to develop, we want a budget like this that will be talking about value addition. And you see, to tie in with the gold matter.
Yeah. Gold for oil.
Gold, not even gold for oil. The number of golds I live in the shores of this country. I'm monitoring. Abuja will 2 free corner. Do you know one of the low points are Fati or Poakwa? Also, on my first one, there was this report I was reading from some of my cables. Say every fortnight, a private jet, you know this their diamond, raw, almost sadiko. Once the people live in penury, you think that they will vote for you? Please, it's not a fanboy, be a football racer. You see, you can be the nicest, the best footballer, but when it comes to governance, that architecture, you should be very, very careful. It's not it's not a child's play. So, you see, budget, I've read all these things about the projections. And achieving a Sefah to build the economy. But how will I be able to put body and soul together? How? I'm telling you, people, landlords and landladies are just, Massa, the rate at which, Massa, victim for free you have no idea. So we shouldn't talk about it. We have the opportunity. We are in the privileged position. So we must also drum home these concerns. So, say budget you bar. Now I catch reliefs ya na nkrofo siki na ma ye bibia fa ho sebe ya mo ye bibi fa ho ya nso ye be benefit because when they go and buy the things taxes no anyhow too much sir. So it will ameliorate our suffering kakra. Nti for do us a respect. Ye bi mu na di djuma yi o just say ye corner ye chia kakra na mo atrentie but you see this is a critical time. I'm just saying, say, government be about any projections, but we feel this. People are struggling. People are struggling. So what do we do to at least cushion the ordinary Ghanaian?
And one who budget to them. Mame pick Charles. And he thought on the presentation. Some of the projections are. Around can come to just indeed, and then I can some of the things that I was expecting saying and how is that in Kunim for the people of the Republic of Ghana? Charles
Medase Namin Chawati for no arefo Namin can see to say budget to a Yamina Metroye. Menye Duma Minister of Finance. Statement Minister co-present ma Parliament and a copy and a crammy. I say estimate in the bar na yen saka be betna na yakamwasem. Sefah
Charles
me say ofa by a statement we are speech we Bible quotations, a lacking contextual explanation. Context. When was the editors next year? A lacking contextual explanation. There's no clarity on policy priorities. Okay, sir, statement where I'm telling you. So there is no clarity on policy priorities. The statement lacks public impact and accountability. No measurable targets. Umami projection. I'm expecting that you give me a measurable target. Na matimi eda susu. You don't just throw it, say, we'll do this. No, we're Janus. Let us know what you want to do. Where you are taking us from and to where. Do you get it? And son of Betima conclude, say, what dinkonim. Last year, budget nickname Benedazo.
Mirafi.
Last year, I say in Kabum.
In Kabum budget, yes.
In Kabum.
In Kabum.
Now this year, you see,
this year in Kunim.
Ajuma, Yanya Sempa, Yanya Juma, Yanyo Batampa. Sefah, my own queen. My main cocaine, page 3, paragraph 16. changing the narrative. Or see, Mr. Speaker, in the media review, I informed this House that we have started turning the corner today. It is evident that we turned the corner when inflation started declining from 51% in December to 35% in October 2023. So inflation, 35.2%. What do you What have you what do you
Debbie.
Nintia me say onim konim because uko kind or no the same budget statement offer paragraph 48. Or see, according to International Monetary Fund in October, World Economic Outlook, global economic growth is anticipated to decelerate from 3.5% in 2022 to 3.0% in 2023. Oh, or your projection, my main fact, this is GDP. Let me get the correct one. Yes, 51. Mr. Speaker, in sub-Saharan Africa, inflation is decreasing a bit, still at historical high levels. According to recent available data, over 40% of countries have constantly witnessed a decline in inflation for at least 2 months. On average, countries with flexible exchange rate regimes have experienced stronger inflation pressures compared to countries operating fixed exchange regimes. As of July 2023, nearly 1/3 of the region's economy still had inflation rate in double digit. Inflation in SSA is anticipated to rise from 14.5% in 2022 to 15.8% in 2023.
That's the average in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah, count. What I say?
Yeah.
So that is the highest, 15.8. Now we get 35.2. What any corner? Have you turned the corner? Me see page 50, paragraph 51. That is it. And I kind paragraph 15, paragraph 16, where he said he turned the corner. What turn the corner because inflation never had 35.2. Meanwhile, the whole sub-Sahara, 15. I think the highest should be 15.8% in 2023. So you've not turned the corner. So what must I say? One turn the corner, no. The corner has not been turned. See, we turn the corner when inflation. No, of course, we turn the corner when, despite a 1.5% projected growth, I get that is a comedian. I see the growth itself. Growth now the world. You see, he did well offer the global and not reducing over the sub-Sahara, and also there we couldn't beat it. Sefah, Mamin come into near Efa Ghana for whom ye. Or see, NIA cards now or printed, but that is not true. You and I know. Say no credit or sa figure or their tone. But let me go quickly to 1D1F. According to Kenuforiata, under one district, one factory, Sefah, there were 169 factories operational across this country. That is what he has said in this statement. Sefah, no credit. It's not true. And this one I'm saying it confidently. Paragraph 168, one district, one. Mr. Speaker, in accordance with government's strong commitment to industrialization, a total of 169, one district, one factory projects are currently operational, leading to a total employment of 169,870. Or see, additional 152 factories are currently under construction, expected to be operational in 2024 and 2025.
Yeah.
Sefah, me say, let Kenufurata publish the list of 169 factories that are operational. The share government communicators on platforms like yours, if you push them to the wall, at best, what they can tell you is a confused. It's apart from a confused factory. New factory is operational. Let me take my home region,
OT region.
Namemfa Adunkwanta in the Krati East District, a municipal assembly. Omukoye cassava and yam processing plant. If I let your producers Google and look at the factory, that factory cannot employ 100 people. And it is not working. Let me put that on record. It is not working as I speak to you. In fact, so we'll divide 169,870 by 169 factories. What it means is that averagely,
I was 1,000, yes.
Can a direct
employment.
Can a confused employ 1,000 people?
I'm not too sure.
You see,
I'm too confident about that.
Until Ukodina Parliament, House of Records, Usho Manim, na Okawi Troma, it's a Umuomo. Right, Kanofrata on transport, paragraph 171. Mr. Speaker, to improve connectivity within the sub-region and facilitate tourism, the upgrading of the Tamale Airport has been completed. To complement this effort and facilitate trade through Ghana's transit corridor, the construction of the Buankra Integrated Logistic Terminal is being executed and is about 54% complete.
Buankra.
Buankra is 54% complete. This is the state.
I think you have your correspondent.
Buankra is 50.
I don't know how many is that. Is it?
And you know, when I say this, now we me, I won't come here and come and sing anybody's praise. I won't deodorant.
I don't know why with the mention of this, the number figure now, Maya say they are operational.
169.
I don't get it because you see, are they? Is it because government has partnered with some private ones and they are doing it, but and our state nankasa they are
but what is so now can just buying one district, one factory. Buying factories are what be across the district.
I think I only expect our MPs to do justice to this statement.
We don't get time to do justice.
No, just some debate.
1 week to debate about.
No, master, they can stand it. About more monument when they are some time.
But
they do extended city.
Who did this one bit me?
Oh, they should do it. That is why they are there.
They will do it.
They won't do it.
Yes, they extend the sitting for about 3 weeks.
You know, say Parliament can't do it.
So you see,
they can't
because Charles Parliament is a house of records.
Yeah.
Baby, Cambiano is captured in the hands of Wakwako Jina Ababa Kanwe. Okay, the select committees, the various select committees, have they gone behind to check? Say, Asema Okanye, blah blah blah, so that can feature. Those corrections can feature in their debate. What I'm saying is, let's play the devil advocate. We expect them to do it.
Oh, but senior, you know, they'll not do it.
This is the speaker crying. Senior, this is the speaker crying. Parliament has failed to withstand executive power. Back in the say, Sefah, paragraph 158, school feeding. Mr. Speaker, under school feeding, government invested over. Listen, you are telling us that government has invested over. When I say any specifics.
Yeah.
Oh, can't see car was spending? Who see over? Why can't you be specific?
Yeah.
Why can't you be specific? Tell us how much you spend.
10 months, what spend 200 million?
You spend 200. Let's know you have spent 200
let's know
million.
you've spent 200 million.
But regarding this school feeding and the issue with these caterers, listen, maybe I'll be free now the next news bulletin. And now you bet you know, more news on mobile car and say caterers be say massa.
Yeah.
So that also was spending 740 million to feed 3.8 million people. Simple computation.
For how many terms?
3 terms for 1 year.
So 1 full year.
1 full year. So what it means is that who divide 740 million by 3.8, you will get 194.74 per akrabako for a year. 194 Ghana cedis, 74 pesos per year.
Divided by
9 months, about 21 cedis, 64 pesos.
Every month.
Yes.
Divided by
every day.
And so that we will get
so you are
the basics, the micro.
You are getting 72 pesos. That is a point.
Happy FM.
Sefah. So you see, over 160. Over 160. Or see, reconstruction of Agunam-Kwanta to Takwa road is 44% complete. It's a big lie. There is no contractor on that road. Agunam-Kwanta to Takwa junction. A death trap. I'm telling you. And it does not even start from there. From Biposo. Oh, Kotakra there. From Biposo. And Akwana Shas, Yaseya, Udu. They say you can't even drive through Takra. This is called first second D. Eko wine, sa, kofa beach road. This is called beach road. And sana ubetima says, Kwanya, Eko Takwa. Now, means I say, contractor also. Lip. Na me di wie no lip when sika na ye chema lip no poverty alleviation said I don't know me who are deal with as many abrebe na la general hospital mo fa camera nko hwe so ma ba because he said 169 is as figure government has renegotiated the contract terms of the La General Hospital project and will now be funded through the national budget. The contractor is expected back on site next week, which is
this week. Yeah.
So my by close of Friday. So me media my office been off. So I'll report there.
Okay. Happen to Friday. I'm going to that day. Now say movie machine said the
Abambia face challenges. Abambia face challenges, especially on the projections by this 1 trillion now. Or more feel say they can rake in to also help in their development, post-good development agenda. No, it will throw all these things out of gear. So when you are coming out with these projections, so you must be very realistic and truthful to Ghanaians. Unlike those days, can be now this will be called researching and so forth. Now, Charlie, with technology, they will check. Oh,
you have the world in your palm.
Massa, which one try? It's just a matter. Say, who can say almost one district factory. I think that can best be described as a what? A cottage industry. And I no more because if into me Fanipa 100 the newest area, it's a cottage industry or more baby keke. But yes, Romo, yes, we are in challenging times. But Mobasaya, tell us the truth. You see, the projections should be realistic. Something I will bet me achieve. But when you begin to say all these things, share me this issue of the dialysis and so forth.
Yeah.
Taxes, omutimi be free consumables so. The reason why the reason why the consumables and so forth.
In this
that was a key thing.
There's nothing like that.
If you go to Konfuanochi, they've raised that issue. Uko Kolebua. That is why the 4 million Ghana cedis debt now work on. Listen, they are saying, sir, if we continue to run that facility without government supporting and cushioning us, Massa will run at a loss. Number 2, the company I provide you with those consumables, so that those brothers and sisters, those parents who are suffering from this kidney issue can go there for their treatment. Listen, taxes na the consumers so when you pay today, government will find this now still they also be increasing the cost of it.
That is so.
Yeah.
So I think government must take a real look at some of these things and prepare your mobile presented budget. We know that these are their projections. Achieve, but they should be just real with Ghanaians. And Parliament, back to Parliament, we expect, sir. I don't need to be a parliamentarian. To say, Charles, you have also read this abridged version, that is executive summary of the budget. I mean, to know, senior maybe and we expect them, say, should we pick the hands out next 2 weeks? It will reflect these criticisms and concerns be sector by sector. Otherwise, we stand to side with the honourable speaker. And he's quoted, said, Parliament has failed to what? To withstand the executive power.
Yeah. Happy 90.9 FM. And Wasuku Soutino. Jumadi, happy morning show, your morning companion. What can budget? More and more say budget in a year. No, you should prove to us. Now, say Ampany and pass a bit to me. There are a lot of issues people are raising on the budget. But one issue Oba Omicron Ghana Mua, him is part of the trends. Has got to do with the Catholic Bishop Conference. Womo e shiamu a womo koko shiamu na chire no ena omde nsembia tudwa. Oma keka nsempi se ketahye se ni dream krono ne kankan adokro politicians wo maimu. Ebio omo se religious sentiment ya manfo ahyase na womo repe into our politics no was amanfo ejai na enu kwan say yehwe people's religious backgrounds and as orientation nemum their competencies na yehwe so ne mfanto aba emfa mo bibiara obi yin hu ase wo se Ghana for ento ne so aba. Let's have a conversation around this. Ubetimi do adwen kiraba live on Facebook comment section uja ho a making kan ediama achiefo ne for comments appeal to good morning going out to you. Na Pong Ivan good morning going out to you. But my mention is from free senior ho. Na menye wadwenkyere on what the Catholic Bishop Conference fomo on say we should not rely on religious orientations of the empenyufo you know you who was saying konkoto so abanemum we should rather be concerned about their competence and person betimi dijumano say ye to me ema na mamunyo wadwenkyere kakra on that particular issue.
So let me say Ghana,
Happy FM.
we've lived together as one people. When you take the words of the anthem, Nina Sefah, there's something like God bless our homeland Ghana.
Yes.
We've lived in harmony in spite of those religious differences.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a dangerous path for any politicians to chat, to try to whip up these religious sentiments. I think we are here having this conversation, and also the Catholic Bishop Conference coming out to make a statement, say we shouldn't go into that arena. That realm will be that of absurdity. We shouldn't do that. It will not bind us together as a state. Mm-hmm. It all started when a leading, like an MP, right? After the election of the vice president as the standard bearer of the MPP, mm-hmm. on one of the television stations, Eko Khan said, the vice president, is not a true Muslim. I won't repeat his words. And also make some disparaging remarks about the Pentecost Church, that because they've given the vice president an associate status, they should peg themselves of charlatans, right? So by extension, simple extrapolation, the Church of Pentecost is a group of charlatans. This is what the MP said, who claimed to be a theologian, right? I mean, theology, doctrine, he now can yet to say, those clergymen call vice president from Greater Accra and Kumasi, they are what? Hypocrites. Let's get a dictionary definition of hypocrites. See, at the time that your member of parliament can be, I will be a condemning. This is what you are saying. And he claimed to be what? A theologian. Why? From the Trinity Seminary. So what doctrine are you espousing? That you are a theologian. And so somebody, for the first, some religious will say be incrophobia called vice president. So it is wrong? No. Does it mean, we, the Christians, can go to the Muslims to go and ask for their votes, but they cannot go to their churches to go and ask for our votes? Yes. But many Americans say, I side with the Catholic Bishop Conference. We should be talking about competence and all these things. Play second. Play second. You are coming. Why you be that? Why bada? Yamawa konya weda. Now we all know, even before the election of Dr. Baumia, the vice president, the standard bearer of the MPP on 4th November. Now so we are going to have two brothers from the north for the first time to slug it out. So now, between John Dramani Mahama, former president, and then the sitting vice president, Masa, what we'll be comparing is that you've all tasted power, you've all been there. So tell us what you're going to do different. If you come here and bet me. So we are going to compare records and the competency, the policy alternatives are Ghana for and one. That is what we are interested in. But this religious thing, one caution I may feel that is why the Catholic Bishop Conference is in the right direction. So yeah, careful. We shouldn't tread on those paths. It is dangerous. We shouldn't start. So those who feel they can be found in those religious sentiments to benefit their political desires in Sefah. Please, they should refrain from that. Let's go on policy alternatives. One, let's go on competence. What you do different. What you will also be doing, so that Ghana for Masa Ghana beba krabehwe timamufo. It is saying you cover budget, making can budget. See a chance I say what concerns me is what I'll talk about in the budget. So when I go and pick a budget statement presented to us through Parliament per the provisions of the Constitution or injunctions of the Constitution, then make us another Nema budget capture area is a true reflection. Come region, OT region, then we give government thumbs up. So as for that religious sentiments, people try to stoke. No, listen, I think say in Peninfor and sorry, Akukuda Mababe Kasaidia. Listen, the political parties going forward, listen, they should give us something that we can crack. I mean, that is the policy alternative, their manifesto, Nina Sefah. The manifesto, it should be presented some few weeks to election. Give us that manifesto. Give us early. Let's scrutinize it. And I've always said, the political party manifesto must be in tandem with the national policy of government, of state. That is what must be submitted to the NDPC. So that if you have a national policy in terms of development, let's see whether your
is in alignment with.
Absolutely. Must be tailored. Say, we not obey. But they are in hurry. I don't know who they are trying to hide these things from? Be a copy. Indeed, a week to time. No, so we are going to launch or unveil a manifesto. So myself and you will not get opportunity to scrutinize, go into it, and also make inform our listeners accordingly. So I think that on that score, no, yes, sir, Ajubro, we have always lived in harmony. And you see, it is unfortunate that these things is coming from NDC. All the holidays that today our brothers, Muslims enjoy, when are they buy? Who gave them? Is that Rollins? It's Rollins. It's Rollins. So why? Why are we doing this? Are we the one to be doing this? No. Number 2, so that I will just wind up on the Catholic bishop about corruption in Sefah.
Yeah.
I don't need a soothsayer. Maybe our moment there is just a reminder. Say, Katashiye ni so proyeno adukuro mai. We know. Go to the plush areas from cantonment to whatever and check who and confirm owning those
the properties.
Apartmento. No scar, no $50,000 make me akwakoto apartment we say cantonment. So you see, so the civil servants. So when you are a political figure, head or ministry, now civil servants, now you must be careful. Corruption in all forms, corruption. We have the quiet type of corruption, but that has to do with the government architecture, government, from executive to whatever. That is what we talk about. But there are some level of corruption. Masa, it is not easy. It is not easy. So until we as a country, that collective responsibility say it is time we fight corruption. Masa, we aren't going anywhere.
Are we ready?
Masa,
to collectively fight corruption.
That is where that is the question we should be asking ourselves. Because when you give me job, now if you say minkoye bibi, echira binti, right? Minkoye bibi, na echira binti, mankoye say minfa 00 bin kika figure bi ho na bibi mra na yenche, and you be pamu adwuma ho. I'm not prepared to destroy myself. I'm not prepared to walk Ghana down that path. To also add up to the myriad of challenges and problems confronting this nation. Already, listen, we are overwhelmed with problems. So when they give you opportunity and you feel, say, it is an avenue for you to loot. President Mr. catch them and say, may so rest in perfect peace. Oh my, we are pepper. But we feel say we are sharp. Now, on my no de juma shawunsa. Se koko de juma. Boamanfo. Se beya. Omo be ham. Na office obe fa kona. On this note, I think say one, the budget, yes, we want deliverables. Parliament should scrutinize the statement presented to them, and that should reflect. No, we are begging the speaker. No, this is a passionate appeal to the speaker. The way I'm having extended sitting, right, on issues concerning them, their well-being in Sefah, the speaker should do us some good. The people of this country, the citizenry, no extending. So there are sometimes emergency situation.
Yeah, they come. Yes, of
recall.
Of course, yeah.
We want to take the Hansard 2 weeks after and see a reflection of how well a debate budget, bringing out some flaws in this. Now, and the issue of religious sentiments that is crippling. Yes, we want to live in peace. I say, mini passport into BBC, mini baby America. Charles, what passport?
No, obia wonu munsio for lunch there. E be no
Sefah, maybe no na ye chia etiefo ne dodo na omo hwe se ye betena ha enye se ye nim ni nyina
dabi
ye be kan bi e beto asom e bi so nto asom
no correct.
It's all in service to God and country. Enti omo so omo de omo adwin kire ba. I think they should also do that constructively because we are not above criticisms.
Okay.
That is why Charles has said, say, budget now mo de buy no. Near funny hono.
Charles, my on the Bishop Catholic Bishop Conference no. Na yam fan sorry so yam say osima be enum ni nsia. So you are say you deal with them from a piece
5 minutes a day.
Yenya back. Is either we concentrate on the
No, budget no better corruption because we are corrupt. The churches is the heaven of corruption. Sorry, I'm going to correction at school. Catholics, I at schools, almost schools, so nobody. Farmer, but Sarah, say, yeah, Jumana penny the tro.
Happy
Say, Okabi beach, I'm not a person, you are no metro, my pen, no matina a Jumano, so not matro. Lawyers, the constitution,
any dijuma,
and now me expect to say bishops a day. Bible no so no mudia to your foot. But unfortunately, they went to rely on the constitution, quoting Article 21, 1C and Article 21.3. They have lost their purpose. They have lost their purpose. And I'm tempted to join Kabila to say about 70% of Christians in this country don't know God. We know God.
Trusting the wealth of their members.
They get it.
The harvest.
As a many a day, MPB, Sam George, and Eko Kaasiu, Baumia in the morning, a Muslim, in the night, or you're Christian. This is not negative. From my point as my political communication, I will turn this for Baumia. It's as simple as ABC. Because Ufa Bible now we can Matthew 22 verse 39. We can Luke 6:31. That is love and compassion. Ufa Bible, most of the passages talks about kindness and respect for all, regardless of the religion. So what is wrong if Baumia visits
the church?
What is wrong about it? Bonnie Ben the woman said Baumia be sorry. Because Bible na kan wo ha. Matthew Uma. So the 22 verse 39. Ufa book of Luke 6:31. So the same Bible talk about respecting differences. Differences. Romans, what kind of book of Romans? Chapter 14, verse 1 to 23. Now, can 1 Corinthians, chapter 8, verse 1 to 13. The same Romans talks about peace and harmony. Peace and harmony, no. But in Romans, chapter 12, verses 18. Then ukwa Hebrews whom I toss to do me and the chemu do nine.
No, I don't know what's for.
No. So this is what the Bible has said. Sefah, for emphasis for our listeners, say the Bible emphasizes the importance of loving one's neighbor.
Yeah, as yourself.
Treating others as you would want to be treated.
Yes.
And showing compassion. These teachings promote kindness and respect towards all individuals, irrespective of their religious affiliations. Mabo Matthew. Respecting difference. The Bible acknowledges the diversity and teaches followers to accept and respect others' beliefs and practices. When they hear, we are so far, talk to us using the Bible. Mama make a because your pockets are full. These are a bunch of hypocrites. When you say religious, must say, political, Mugano.
They okay.
Term now, more use no say. We shouldn't engage in there. There's a term that we should not engage in political. Is it religion of politics,
yes.
or politics of religion?
Politics of religion.
Define politics of religion. When government deliberately SQ policy to favor a religion, you are engaging in religious politics. The building of National Cathedral.
Religious politics.
Religious politics. We are using the National Cathedral to war Christians. So you saw a software, and the story here. Happy FM. A cassette, true or false?
True.
Committee no motiano. One Muslim new committee.
David.
We have segregated. What target? One was on Zuni also.
David who goes.
Any day. Hajj board day. These are religious decisions, political religious decisions. And you're reducing the cost of traveling to Mecca.
Yeah. But I'm saying you're being beating me.
Israel. This is religious politics. When people are abusing words in this country, then you give them the mileage. You invite us to come and discuss people say, who are hollow.
Wrap you up, I'm sorry.
Happy FM. Me happy saying. Say what?
Yeah, upon some renaissance.
Tiha. And a chief imam kwa sorry dime.
Oh yes.
So why is that a crime? And the party communicators assemble toward don't rush to talk if you don't know how to communicate. Communicating is all about noise making. You pay. You could have turned this thing in favor of your candidate. Like because you are a bunch of empty people hovering around shouting about it, you don't even know. And politics.
Charles, Charles McCarthy.
Sorry, that entertain.
Mate. Charles McCarthy, the editor of the Hawk newspaper. Sounds so Ora and can come. The editor of the Informer Double Crata. One more, any editors and now pay. You know, Tenassia. Na yet train komo Jumedians. Happy morning to comes your way again. Now go between the hours of 5:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. Amemfa and Asia Fanko BR was share and contributed live on Facebook. Omo boy Jumedian Bremo or Isaac Adai or Pastor Kufia Samwa, Robert Fati Shaibu-Ali, Prince of Poakwa. Any more mutechre a boy in a manfanasia and Fama Munina. Yango Podmochna, your best sign, Eshiabu, na your day, another edition of your morning companion, happy morning show. Edia Bromium Digmedian, which I'm your friend called Josepha Danquah. Yes, also, now the happy sports team, one more crowd, say one with the happy sports, Ebre.
Yamamwatio, Niamamwakwaba. About happy morning shows, ever happy 98.9 FM.
Papa, I know Papa and the Pau.
Happy FM.
Yeah, we are